What is up, guys? Welcome back to another part for BAD Cup 4. We're getting into the last part that's going into round 1 to round 2. And then after this one, we'll get into the losers bracket. Guys, if you haven't already watched the first 3 parts, I would recommend you guys to watch that one to get some sort of context. If you haven't already watched it, and therefore I would recommend you to get into that. However, if you don't care, that's okay. Just know that I will remove the spoiler filter in 3, 2, 1, bam. Okay, guys, so we need to have a talk here. So last time, I'm just gonna jump to it. Last time, I got a little mad, and it was basically because of this guy right here, Ashura. He was 100% map hacking in this tournament. And yeah, I showed you proof in the last video, and I got so mad. Like, I was so angry, and I think that got through the rest of the cast, which is normal. I'm not apologizing or anything like that straight up. I'm just like saying that it's a little bit unfortunate, because if it got through, I'm in that regard kind of sorry, but I don't regret it because it's just human. I just don't fuck around with the idea of me actually putting in a lot of effort on these casts here, and then like really getting into the storyline and all of that with the tournaments. That is my passion when I do this. And I'm not gonna lie, fuck Ashura. Because this literally ruins tournaments. And I pray to God that Ashura is not getting far in this tournament, because I hate the fact that someone could just do what he did. Yang Wen Lee should have won that series, because I have never seen Ashura play like that. Never ever. But he did, and then it's pretty clear that, yeah, something's wrong. So I pray to God that Ashura is not moving on. I hate the idea of a map hacker. I think it's disgusting. And I've played against people who I 100% consider the idea of them map hacking, and it's so painful to play against because they know every single move that you do. And as long as they have good micro on top of it and good multitasking and shit, it gets really tough to play against. So I would say 100% that this is 100% the idea of a map hacker. And yeah, it's just painful. I'm just going to be real with you guys. I think it's very painful. And we'll talk about another map hacker that's also in this tournament. We'll get to that later. You can already see here that there is a there's something I haven't filtered away, so you can probably guess. But let's actually break it down a little bit. So Yang, I think he was very convincing against Darson, but that says more about Yang than it says about Darson. I definitely think Darson is a good player. I just think Yang Wen Lee is so insane. And Yang, he just 2-0'd. He has some interesting Hollow Blood strategy. So yeah, going to be interesting to see Yang, because he looks very creative with Dark Eldar. Even though it's a very non-creative race, in my opinion. So Yang moving on, I applaud that. Obviously, he got into this map hacker guy, and then therefore Yang, he moves down, and Ashura sadly moves on. Yang Wen Lee down in the losers bracket is crazy, by the way. That is insane. That is crazy to me. But yeah, Yang Wen Lee goes down. Yeah, it is what it is. And then Fav, he went up against Verklin. Verklin looks super uncomfortable. And Fav, he moves on, because Fav, whatever you can say about him, he is a solid player. And so therefore Fav ends up moving on, because he was just a more solid player. The fundamentals was more intact, and therefore he moves on 2-0. Verklin goes down in the losers bracket. Same with Darson. And then we had this series, who I actually like. This is 2-0. But I definitely think Focus had some moments. I think especially the first game, I swear to God, I thought El Bandito was out. I was like, oh, it's going to be one of those games again for El Bandito. I think in the end, for a very long time, I was like, okay, El Bandito probably got this one. But Focus, he went on, he kept trying, but it just didn't work out. And El Bandito, he stood his ground, well played to him. Focus go down in the losers bracket. Going to be very interesting to see how Focus is going to play this one out. But El Bandito moves on regardless. And El Bandito met Fov, and I don't think it was much close. El Bandito looks very dangerous so far. I'm hopeful for El Bandito. I definitely hope he can pull some more off, especially against Ashura, because Jesus Christ. So El Bandito, he moves on. Fov goes down in losers bracket. So that was what happened yesterday. Okay. Now let's talk about this. So we got Palacios Enros and Scouty. Scouty apparently won 2-0 against him. And yeah, as you can see here, Palacios, he was banned. This is Russian for map hack. I can't find the Discord. I've seen it and then it just dropped out. I don't know exactly where it is in the Russian Discord, because sometimes it's pretty hard to see in the Discord. So I just don't, yeah, I don't know how or where exactly it is, but I'm gonna tell you right now, chances are he was definitely map hacking this one, and I don't even give a fuck. I don't want to watch his games. I refuse to watch map hackers. I have to watch this one because Ashura is getting deeper and deeper into the tournament potentially, so I have to follow along, which is painful as fuck. I hope Ashura gets out ASAP. But Scouty, he moves on, which is really important. So, okay. Deep breath. Deep breath. I am going to take completely reset. Fuck these map hackers. I don't care about them. They're out of my space right now. It's only Ashura. Let's stick with the players who's actually stepping up and who actually shows fire. You know what? I have way more respect for you getting absolutely fucking slaughtered, completely body bagged, and then sipped out the body bag, like fucking cut the person in 6,000 pieces, then put him into 6,000 different body bags, throw him down in the fucking water. And if you got that body bagged, I still respect that 10 times more than someone map hacking. Map hacking is the greatest sin in a tournament. There is money on the line, you fool. And I know that this is super offensive from my part, but I just think it's one of the most disrespectful things you can do. And I will always forgive players like someone like Neki. If it's true that he's clean, I respect him. Okay, I respect people who come out clean. I can forgive Ashura and Palacios if they come out clean and they step up and say, yeah, that was messed up. Okay, I respect that. But right now, you guys are fucking assholes. Okay? So, yeah, I'm sorry, but it needs to be said. And it's very, very, very sad. It's very sad because I respect every single player in the community, but as soon as you map hack in a tournament, one thing is like a random game in the lobby, that's fine. You're still an idiot, but in a tournament, no. So, now, let's get into the games where these guys are actually stepping up and going to play like fucking real men, okay? Or women, in that case. Depressed Sanya versus HNK. This is going to be interesting. Very, very interesting. Depressed Sanya, strong IG player. Not next level mind-blowing, but a pretty strong IG player. He's going up against HNK, who's also very strong SM player. I don't know how to break this one down. This could be a 50-50. So going to be very, 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 very huge and probably a big banger. I hope it's going to be a 3-game series. We'll see how it will roll down. I really, really hope so. So That is going to be a huge series, I think. And then we got Forgotten versus Sikorsky. Interesting, very interesting. I think Sikorsky is a super strong Eldar and Dark Eldar player at this point. And I do indeed think that he can win against Forgotten, but Forgotten has done some crazy stuff last tournament. Spoiler alert, if you haven't watched BAD Cup 3. Forgotten did actually upset Rom Reese's, which was unfucking heard of. So Forgotten, not a bad player whatsoever. We've seen him do some funny stuff. The Forgotten special is still in here. We'll see if we'll get that. But Sikorsky, strong Eldar and Dark Eldar player. We're going to see how Sikorsky is going to perform in this one. I think he's slightly favored. And then here we got Scouty versus Sork. IG versus Chaos. This might be a freaking banger. And I cannot wait to see this one. I think this one might actually be... Yeah, I really hope this is going to be a banger. We'll see. Sork is a disgustingly dangerous player. I have not seen his IG, but I know he's the type of guy who plays pretty much everything he wants, and then he's just golden on these players. Sork is kind of an enigma in the community as far as I know. I'm not a part of the Russian community, but I dip my toes in there a couple of times, and I do talk with people. And Sork is just a weird guy. He's just an enigma, and we'll see how he's performing. He wins things that he's not supposed to win. Let's see how he's going to perform in this one. Scouty is no slob either, though. So Scouty might actually be a super dangerous player to go up against for Sork. We'll see in that one. And then we got Forgotten versus Sikorsky, and Depressed Sanya versus HNK. Whoever wins these two series will go up against each other in this one. So we're gonna only watch 4 series. It is what it is, because I don't want to watch map hacker games. So we'll just get into that. And guys, let's fucking go. All right, guys. So the actual game, the actual first game for today, is going to be here on Fallen City. We got HNK versus Sanya on Fallen City. On the right-hand side, we got HNK. I'm just gonna call him H, and also I'm not sure if the middle letter is a actual N. It's more like an opposite N, I guess. I would assume it's actually a Russian name, but regardless, I'm just gonna call him H for this one. He is going for Servitor and 2 scouts, getting the Chapel Barrack, and will he go for the generator, actually? We have seen this generator build before on... Okay, we are not going to see a generator build. That's fine. He's gonna build a listening post on each side. He can easily afford that with this opening. Wouldn't be able to do that if he went for 3 scouts. On the left-hand side, we got super depressed Sanya. He is going for... Wow, what the hell? Okay. So he's actually going for 2... Yeah, he's going for 2 guardsmen, then a tech priest, and then a 3rd guardsman, and then Commissar instantly, still getting the infantry command and plasma generator with the command squad. This is gonna be a very, very, very aggro opening, because he's doing 3 guardsmen and Commissar at the same time. So he's gonna build listening post very late. It also means that he didn't go for the tech priest when I'm actually looking at it. He went for all 3 guardsmen instantly. So he's actually going in already. So H will try and actually improve his economy already, but he only has this Space Marine squad here. I really like this by Sanya. IG normally wins this matchup. Oh my god. Sanya, don't lose your command squad. He's not doing it. That's great. But yeah, this matchup is rough in the very early game for Space Marine. The early game is just favored to IG. It just is. But you can actually mitigate it if your Space Marine squad is at the right time, at the right place at the right time is what it's called. Then you can actually defend against IG relatively easy. The thing is, if the IG player goes even harder, then it's going to be very, very tough. So I actually like this way Sanya's playing. However, I'm not a fan of this. Should be getting out here. This actually does get secured here by H. He's trying to capture this. Sanya is already improving his economy rapidly in terms of how he's capping the map. But he only gets listing post very, very late. You can see how he's delaying it really, really badly. Also getting a tech priest right now. So Sanya is just gonna go ham here. He's just gonna keep on going here. But H already got another Space Marine squad. If we look at economy for Sanya, he's 68 to plus 10. Which is god-awful for the situation he's in. But it's gonna improve, as I already said. And he's gonna go even more ham now. I really like this by Sanya. H is actually 56 to plus 0. He didn't even go a generator. However, he has a bunch of float on requisition. He's probably gonna invest it in both the listing post and some more army. He can definitely fight off the IG army here. Very strong army right now. Let's see if Sanya is going to go for grenade launcher tier 1.5. Or if he's gonna push for tier 2 here. Good push here by H. He might actually do a counterattack right now. He can actually get a skull probe here and then maybe go in here and actually stun this listing post here. But he's not preparing a skull probe right now. Yeah, good push here by H. It's really, really good, actually. He's getting down in the heavy cover here. That's really, really good. Super solid. Yeah, I would have liked a skull probe here. But right now, it doesn't matter because H is absolutely killing Sanya here. Let's see what Sanya is doing here. He's getting his tactical control, so he's going tier 1.5 here. No tier 2 coming in here, but he's gonna need that tier 1.5 because H is absolutely relentless here. Really good counterattack here. It's really, really good. Sanya is trying to see if he can actually get into this mix here and see if he can do some damage here. But this Guardsman squad is not doing nearly enough damage compared to what H is doing over here. Again, I would really have loved a skull probe here. I'm also pretty sure it would make it so the tech priest wouldn't be able to get transported to this listing post. Now this tech priest is in here, super annoying. H is actually doubling down here. Ah, he's finally focusing the tech priest. Really nicely done here. But another tech priest will get into the mix here. And we will very soon get some grenade launchers. I am sure of it. We are getting them here. Ah, this is what I mean. I swear this tech priest would have, or the skull probe would have definitely blocked the tech priest. Or at least done it, made it so the amount of damage going down on Space Marines wouldn't be that good. Sanya actually bypassed this listing post. Well, it was before it was upgraded and now he's capturing this. It's great. Okay, no tier 2 for H. Neither are we seeing the same thing for Sanya here.
What is your wish? If such is the Emperor's will.
92 to plus 30 for H. H is right now just going for tier 2 himself. He has 3 plasma generators. He actually has the same economy himself. He's gonna get the armor here. That's great when he's getting into tier 2. Sanya is also getting tier 2 here, so that's good. I actually think tier 2 Space Marines is actually favored. On certain maps, Landspeeder Tempest are just really, really good against IG. Even when they get Sentinels, but on certain maps, especially the big ones, I would maybe even say this one. They are super, super, super good, and the Sentinel there's limitations to where it can walk and stuff. And also, it's getting outmaneuvered by the Landspeeder Tempest, so that would be real good. I also think Hellfire Dreadnoughts can be very brutal against IG. It depends on the situation. I think this Guardsman spam here is getting countered a lot by any type of Hellfire Dreadnought spam here. I will probably also get some Assault Marines here for H. So good against the Guardsmen. They're getting tied up. And they have grenade launchers. They wouldn't like that too much. Death Before Dishonor, however, is coming in here. The economy for Sanya is improving rapidly here. But it's definitely not bad on H's side either, even though he's actually getting pushed here a little bit. So a Machine Cult is going to get built. A Rhino is badly needed right now. We need some mobility for the Space Marines here. T2 has come in here for Sanya. Yeah, he's getting the Priest here. Plasma Gun upgrade getting in here for Space Marines. Good decap. Really good decap here by Sanya. Both players are actually playing really well. It's really solid gameplay from both sides. Chaplain is really strong, just in general as a commander. Okay, so Sanya is actually going for the machine command here, or mechanized command. Satellite targeting resolution, that's great. So he's going for both vehicles and for grenade launchers. Oh, I don't know if I'm a fan of this by H here. This Rhino is definitely getting stunned here. Luckily, there's no big AV on the side of IG, so this is okay. The Rhino can get out, but there was no way they're gonna do anything here. Is H actually gonna try and actually swing on the other side of the base here? IG can easily respond to that. They can just get into this infantry command. But nope, they have the Priest, so it doesn't matter. They're just as fast as a Rhino, apparently. Bionics level 2 here. Chaplain needs to join as fast as possible. Smoke launchers getting in. And then Landspeeder Tempest. Yeah, I really F with this. Sentinels are badly needed for Sanya. Or heavy weapons seems something needs to be here. Because Landspeeder Tempest, especially Landspeeder Tempest Mass, will be really bad. But the Rhino is getting destroyed here. Chaplain getting in here, that would be really great. We need the Rhino really badly. Landspeeder Tempest should get in here. There's no reason to be here. Oh, this is gonna be tough for Space Marines. Get out. Look at this amount of damage. Oh my god. Good on H to get out in time. But Sanya is looking really dangerous. Yeah, this Landspeeder Tempest should have gone out years ago. Oh my god, it's still alive. 1 HP. $110 to plus 50 here for Sanya. H is 104 to plus 70. He got his thermoplasma generator. Really good choice. Looks like H actually thought that Sanya would just switch side and get over here, but that's not what Sanya is doing. He is just getting in face first into what H has here to offer. Hellfire Dreadnought is needed here, but there's no AV on the side of H. It's gonna be real bad with all these chimeras here. He's getting heavy bolters, but that's not really doing much against these chimeras. Oh my god, this is really brutal to watch. Looks like H is gonna try and get in here with the Assault Marines. But if Sanya is playing this well, he can just get in and out of the chimeras. It's gotta be a good time here. Space Marines are taking so much damage, but the Guardsmen are not getting away with murder either. Good tie-ups here. Actually, really good tie-ups. Hellfire Dreadnought again coming in here. This Assault Marine is actually having a pretty good time here, up here, and killing some of these Guardsmen. Command Squad is also into the mix. This is a very chaotic fight right now. It's very much back and forth. This listing post is not going down yet. And Space Marines is actually doing way better than I thought. Sanya is not getting in and out of his Chimeras correctly, I think. And now there comes in more and more... Oh my god, more and more Hellfire Dreadnoughts is getting in here. And like, IG is actually losing this fight really, really badly. Oh my god, this is terrible for IG. Command Squad is getting completely removed here from the face of the earth. And the priest is probably gonna get murdered here in the process. No, he gets out. Okay. Sanya, the chance for him to lose this game is pretty massive, I would say. He just lost his whole army here. Sentinel is trying to get into the mix. Yeah, priest just got killed anyway. Sentinel is trying to focus this Rhino, but it might die in time. These Hellfire Dreadnoughts are so terrible to play against. Wow. Just wow. And in comes the rocket launchers, so this is brutal. Sanya getting more and more priest. I don't think he can respond to whatever H has right now.
So this is where the Emperor's will brings us.
Okay, Force Commander's actually over here. He's super low. Enhanced optics here for Space Marines.
Awaiting orders.
Assault Marines are single-handedly on the front line. I'm not sure if they should be here. Sentinel goes down. Same could be set for this listing post. This is brutal from H. He is having a good time right now. Guardsmen are apparently trying to focus these Hellfire Dreadnoughts. The Sentinel are in the mix, but again the Sentinel goes down. And these Sentinels are not cheap. 150... I think it's 100 or 150 power. Whatever, it's a lot of power. But yeah, this is super, super strong by Space Marines. And more Chimeras are just getting into the mix here. Yeah, no tier 3 coming in for Sanya. I would be shocked about that as well. He's investing so much into these Chimeras, but he doesn't have the thermal plasma generator. I don't think this is a good time here for Sanya for sure. However, these Assault Marines are almost getting killed here, but Sanya is just losing so much. This position right here by H is just too strong. Also, even these Hellfire Dreadnoughts who are slowly going down. Yeah, no problems. The Servitors are helping out. Chimera again will go down. Even the mechanized command is under pressure a lot here. This is so brutal for Sanya. I don't think he can survive this. I don't even think he want to stay. Yes. He's like, get me out. This game is over. Really well played by H, for sure. Yes, absolutely. Let's start with a doozy here. That was fire. Okay, so I think it's very clear what the hell happened here, right? H losing this fight here was definitely the whole thing that made him lose. I don't think there's much more to go into. I liked his opening. I liked the way that he was fighting very early. And then I also liked that H kind of saw his moment to actually counterattack. But I think what really killed it was actually this fight here. I actually felt like Sanya was ahead. And I also thought he would win the fight. But I think he was in a bad position. He focused a little bit bad. He was in a very tight spot. And grenade launchers not doing well when you're suddenly getting tied up by things. This listing post wasn't focused either. Not that it mattered too much in the fight, but it was alive for a very long time. Very high value out of this. But it's funny, right? Because I thought that H would actually lose that fight. But as I already alluded to, Space Marine wins in tier 2. Like, pretty... I'm not saying easily, but they win in tier 2. They definitely do. And... I think these Hellfire Dreadnoughts... Because the worry I had for H was that I didn't feel like he had enough AV. But the same could be said for Sanya. He didn't have AV either. Like, what was he going to do with these Hellfire Dreadnoughts? Nothing. So, I should have seen that coming. H handedly won that fight. Also, I have a feeling that Sanya did make some mistakes. Like, not only was he at a bad spot, but he should have also gone in and out of the Chimeras against the Assault Marines at least. Because the Assault Marines was, like, low-key tying up 2 of the Guardsmen and stuff. So, yeah, this was really, really well played by H. But Sanya doesn't look like a slog whatsoever. In fact, I have a feeling that Sanya is going to bounce back in game 2. I hope so, because no more of these 2-0s. Please, we need 3 games. All these 2-0s, I don't want to watch them all the time. Let me get 3 games. Come on. Let's get into this one. Sanya versus H. Game 2. Let's get it. Alright, guys. Let's get into game 2 here. So, H and Sanya is going to play on Deadly Fun Archaeology. Same matchup. H sticks with his Space Marines. I think that is good. He always looks really good. Oh, not H sticking. It's going to be Sanya. He sticks with IG. But I'm just glad we're having the same matchup. It's really, really good. And I think this map, I'm not sure. It's actually a pretty good SM map, I feel like. Well, overall, compared to a lot of other maps. I think this is very much a playable map for Space Marines. We're gonna see. H, he starts with the same opening that he did last time. 1 Servitor and then 2 Scouts. Table Barrack, and we'll probably go for the Space Marine squad and the Force Commander. I actually think 2 Scouts might actually be... I don't know. I like 3 Scouts in this matchup. I think Scouts are really underrated in this matchup because they can actually harass. That's a new name. That's a new word. But they can actually harass Guardsmen pretty easily. If they're not reinforced, like these guys are, they are usually gonna lose a fight against the Scouts because they just morale drop them. They're more overall stronger than the Scouts, but the Scouts just, because of the morale dropping, it's just straight up winning. Which is hilarious, by the way. So Scouts are really good in this matchup. Also, it makes it so you can faster cap the map and stuff. So I just really like 3 Scouts in this matchup. So H actually did the... Yeah, he's doing the same opening. Right? He only has 1 Tech Priest, yes. So he actually goes for it. That's crazy to me. He goes for 3 Guardsmen, just straight 3 Guardsmen, and then Command Squad with the Generator and the Infantry Command. This is really good by Sanya here. These guys who just captured this is just going straight in and actually getting the decap. Really good plan here, and now these Scouts are gonna get kinda in trouble here. He's gonna go on the offense with these Scouts, I can see. That's really good. Again, they're gonna win this fight right here. But speaking of winning a fight, Sanya is actually getting into this light cover here. Okay, fire situation right now. Sanya having a really, really strong early game here. Oh, don't lose your Scout Marine here, H. Oh, that is a terrible situation. I gotta say, that is a really bad situation because 2 Scouts, you can't afford to lose a single Scout squad. Now H is gonna try and actually capture this one. Okay. Sanya keeps on reinforcing these guys to actually avoid these Scouts winning against him. Sanya has really questionable economy himself, 62 to +10, regardless of him getting this point. and H not having more than 2 of these points secured. But still, H has the same economy. Well, requisition economy, I should say. Yeah, good defense here by H. Oh, he did secure this. What am I talking about? So he has 3 secured points right now. He's gonna capture this relic, but I feel like he's very much behind in map control for sure. This scout squad again getting killed here. Sanya is in a really, really good spot. It's only his economy that's a little questionable, but it's improving rapidly. He just needs to capture this point here, and then he's really good.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
By the way, okay, so this is a tactical control. That's good. Good pressure here by H. But looks like Sanya is actually low-key doing a backdoor here. Oh, I think H should get back. Ain't no way that he can just let IG do something like this.
Defending objective.
Well, I think he's doing more damage, but Sanya is in a decent position here. And oh my god.
I await your instructions.
Yes, Sanya can do some... He can even get into this position here and destroy this plasma generator if he wants. Yeah, tier 1.5 also getting in here for IG. No signs of tier 2 coming in for H. Even though that would be really early right now.
What is your will?
By the way, this never got finished. Listening post getting upgraded here, but it's not gonna stop this IG army, that's for sure. Good decap, however, here.
Yes, my lord.
But H needs to get back. Priest getting killed here, that's good. Good decap here. Or capture here, I should say. H's economy is not that good. 74 to plus 10. And Sanya has 86 to plus 30. He looks really good right now. And he's also on the offense. Yeah, this generate... Oh my god, this is... Yeah, tier 2 coming in for H, but he's gonna be very much in trouble. Space Marines can win this fight. Okay. Sanya getting out. No reason to actually stay here. But he's in a good position to actually throw down his grenade launchers. Buying some time for this command squad to actually kill this plasma generator. Yeah, huge. I think this is very huge. It just... This command squad needs to be very, very careful. Oh, yeah, that's true. There's no priest. Oh my god. But it gets destroyed anyway. No way. Nah. Oh my god, that is such a bad situation. Tier 2 getting in here for Sanya. 68 to plus 0. I don't care that H is actually getting tier 2 faster. It doesn't matter because everything else that is required for a good tier 2 is not here. He actually secured this area though. I didn't even notice that. But he needs like 3 or 4 generators to actually compete against IG. And that's a lot of requisition just alone. And I didn't even talk about how he needs the armory as well. Where Sanya already has his armory. And he has like 3 generators right now. So H is actually really, really far behind. He's getting tier 2 first. But tier 2 is also... You know, this add-on is giving him tier 2, but to actually use tier 2, you have to have other things. So the fundamentals for IG is way better in terms of tier 2 than it is for H.
By the Emperor, it will be done.
Okay, let's see here. Am I underestimating H's position here?
Holding it will be
Can he actually get a good situation with this tier 2? Or is he actually in trouble? I think he is in trouble. Sanya, however, he's just chilling a little bit. Just a little bit. I love this stance here when they're capping. It's really, really great. I really like this color scheme right now by H. I like the white here. It's kind of looking like white scars, but I don't actually think it is. They have a little bit of a red as well, right? Also, this looks like the Imperial Fist, but I don't think it actually is. It looks like a version of it. By the way, I don't know the lore very well of Dawn of War just in general. I only know the super fundamentals. Everything else I just have no clue. So I'm sorry for some of you fans out there. I don't even think we have grenades here for H. He's only getting his first bionics right now. This is a terrible situation. Okay. Sanya disengaging smartly here. I still think H needs to be very careful. We can get a Curse of the Machine Spirit in here for the command squad. Oh, this is terrible here for H. This problem with actually getting into the Rhino. Again, there's no AV on the side of Sanya, but I actually think he can destroy this transport here if he focused it fully. Yeah, it's actually super close to going down. Oh, if Sanya didn't move so much with these guardsmen, I actually think he could have probably destroyed H there. So H is finally getting to the place where he needs to in terms of tier 2, but I think it's too late. Grenades just came in here for Space Marines though. He's getting an extra Rhino, that's smart. But he can't stop this IG push here. It's too much actually. Heavy weapons team, that's great. Super great actually. Nah, and this machine cult will just go down. Looks like H is actually trying to rebuild his. Sanya is gonna get this heavy weapons team and actually give it last cannon. That's gonna be his AV. So this is the grenade launcher build. And then he gets heavy weapons team as well. Which, with last cannon, this opening of this build here lacks AV until they get heavy weapons team with last cannons. So H is doing real good harass here, but it's not even comparing to what IG has done to his base.
Taking damage.
Yeah, Sanya has still better economy and also real good float here. And now Space Marines is kind of in trouble here, to be honest, because in comes these last cannons, and this Rhino transport should go down. Oh my god, this is a nightmare for H. He's not gonna survive this whatsoever. The game is probably over here. Everything is being dropped here for H. He needs to run for the hills, but that's not even gonna save him. He's gonna get absolutely destroyed here. Everything is falling apart, including the Force Commander. Yeah, this is going to be a game that's going to Sanya's favor. He's gonna win this, and we're gonna get 3 games, I think. I know. No way that H can actually get away here. No way. He lost way too much here. Absolutely. Yeah, and this Hellfire Dreadnought is not even cutting it. Too many last cannons. H realizes he says GG. Nah. Oh my god, that is so well played by Sanya. I'm not gonna hold you. Both of these players are playing fire. F those guys who's just doing all that map hack stuff. Here's the real people who's actually playing well. If one of you map hacks, I'm gonna kill you guys. Nah. I don't think, like, normally you can see if someone is, like, map hacking, because sometimes it's so obvious. But here, I don't think there's map hack. I don't get any, like, what the hell am I watching? This looks really sussy vibes. I'm not getting any of that here. I do think that there's a couple of things that happens here. One, H is losing, like, 2 times his scout squads, and he has 2 of them. You can't afford that. Just losing 1 of them is horrible. Losing 2 of them is actually, like, unplayable. That's also one of the downsides of going 2 scouts. It gives you a lot of firepower, but it's gonna kill some of your utility, map control kind of stuff. And then on top of it, it also made that this whole map control thing was really, really, really awkward for H. He had to rebuild 1 scout squad, I think. And then he did a little bit of a base race, but I got the feeling very early on that is going to go really wrong for H. And it actually did, because Sanya went in here, and what was even worse was, yes, he lost his command squad, but that generator and listening post going down just meant that H had no economy, and he was getting into tier 2, but that doesn't matter, because Sanya was already having tier 1.5. He's transitioning very well into tier 2 here, and the game is just basically over here for H, because he can't compete with an IG player who's already having all the fundamentals for having a good tier 2. So H, even though H was getting tier 2, it didn't matter because he had nothing to actually, like, he had nothing. He literally had nothing. This didn't get finished, and these 2 was getting destroyed. It was just too much. No generators. I think he had 1 servitor. He couldn't build a servitor because he was going tier 2 and stuff. This was terrible. This was really, really sad for him. And that generator going down was, like, in isolation. I think that was the final nail in the coffin, to be honest, for H. It was already looking kind of bad for him, but that was the final nail in the coffin. Yeah, super, super well played here by Sanya. I also think H can definitely bounce back. Both players looking fire right now. I love it. Let's get into game 3. We're getting a game 3, guys. Yes! Are you not entertained? Let's go. Okay, guys. Game 3, let's get it. We are getting Titan's Fall, which is a god-awful Imperial God map. Okay. Well, it's also questionable for Space Marines, but I actually think on this map, it's very favored towards Space Marines for several reasons. One, it's such a split-out map that any kind of IG... any kind of IG... defense, they can't really bunker up this map. It's way too, well, they can do it in this space right here, in this pocket right here, but the relic is by itself. These 2 points are very, very spread out, and even if IG wants to do some weird turret rush, it's gonna be awkward because I guess the turret needs to be here to even cover these 2 points. Otherwise it's just gonna hit 1 point. It's gonna be awkward as hell. I don't think this is a good map for IG. But looks like we have the same opening here for Sanya. I think that is even worse on this map because you can only build 1 listening post and it has to be... Yeah, we have to use the tunnel system very, very effective in order for that to work. So we're gonna see here. H, what opening are you? Yes, you are doing 3 scouts. I think this is really smart up by him. And he's just gonna capture this early, very, very early. I don't know if it looks like he actually went for a... Yeah, I think he went for a scout. No, he went for a servitor and 3 scouts, I'm pretty sure. Sanya is gonna go YOLO mode again. He just likes to do these very, very offensive openings here. Super aggro from the get-go. He's gonna get this listening post very, very soon. Looks like Sanya is not getting any listening post. Oh, he's getting this because he was afraid of it getting blocked here. That's really, really good. That's super good because now Sanya is in a weird spot here. Good by H to actually get over here and see if he can find a little bit of a weak spot because everything that IG got is over here. H is trying to desperately to actually defend. This command squad is doing work here right now on H's buildings here. This actually got built here. This is already looking fire. I think right now it's H will... right now I think Sanya is doing really well, but I think H is doing really well right now. This whole tour that he did here with these guardsmen, fire. Imagine if he got up here.
Defending objective.
Yeah, good opening. Good opening here for H. He's very much winning this early game right now. Because he's transitioning well through his economy here. Yes, it's getting delayed by super aggro plays here.
Scouts.
Oh my god, this is so good. This is so good by H. Look, like, Sanya is just such trouble. In such trouble here.
Yes,
H, don't try and decap, though. You need to get the hell out of here. Good push here. Oh my god, what a decap here.
Scouts ready.
Yes, Force Commander getting into the mix. He needs to be kind of careful that he's not gonna get too much caught off guard here. We have a bloodbath right now, and this Force Commander is about to go down. He's stuck right now. Yes, he's getting killed here. Oh my god, Sanya's pushing back hard. We have a back and forth right now.
In position.
Oh my god, so the Force Commander actually went down, and Ace is just running for his life. But look at the damage he already did here. Force Commander, he was stuck in there. The Force Commander should have probably gone for a melee stance here. Instead, he was stuck in range. And I don't know, I think they take extra damage or whatever. It sometimes feels like that, at least.
Scouts here.
Yeah, this command squad, however, is getting way too deep here. There's no reason for this very, very deep play here by Sanya. Oh my god, is the... Yeah, the Psycho actually got out. What the hell just happened there? These scouts, on the other hand, have been... Oh, wait. This scout squad has been absolute MVP in this game. Been denying these two... What is going on? This is such a bloodbath right now.
Scouts awaiting orders.
Guys, we don't have to have All-Seeing Eye going up against Aaron Beast to get these, like, kind of interesting games. We can also get the less superstar players, and we can still get some entertaining games. So Age is gonna try and actually decap this. I don't think it's gonna be worth it.
Scouts in position.
Okay, I think it's gonna be worth it anyway. You didn't hear what I said. It's gonna work out anyway here. 2 scouts dying, but that is all day long worth because they are decapping a whole relic right here. Okay, 3 scouts maybe not, but
Scouts here.
yeah, and H is also controlling the critical locations, 2 of them, I should say. And this listing post is going down. I'm not sure what Sanya is gonna do. He's gonna go tier 2. But remember what I said in last game. That you can get tier 2, but it doesn't matter. If your economy is atrocious, then it doesn't matter whatsoever. Because you can't afford tier 2. By the way, this economy for Sanya is basura. It is god awful. You cannot play on this economy whatsoever here. Speaking of economy, this is getting denied again, and IG is suffering. H is playing superstar performance here. Absolutely killing it. He's getting tier 2 himself. And again, it's now him who's in a really, really good spot. He's getting into tier 2. Very healthy economy. Yeah, this is fire. Also capturing... Nah.
We're under fire!
As you wish, so shall it be done.
I think H has literally countered everything that Sanya is doing with this opening.
If such is the Emperor's will.
I think if these players, if you do research on these kind of players, and you know what they're doing, this is their signature stuff, then you can easily counter it. If you know that they're doing it, if they then don't do it, then maybe your strategy won't work against them. It's like when Astro Hero just goes face first into Eco Boom, then yes, you will see Alex UK. That was one of the games that I casted. Spoiler alert. You'll just see Alex UK just going absolutely ham. But it doesn't matter. Why are we talking about another game where we got a base race in here? And who's winning this one? I am not sure, to be honest. I am not sure. Well, it's unupgraded guardsmen right now, so they're not dealing the same amount of damage that they could have probably done here. Meanwhile, H is just doing like his diesel here. He's destroying this listing post for sure. However, this listing post is also going down. I'm not sure about this one, H, to be honest, but I could be wrong. You don't care either. You're just going for this infantry command. More gear plasma pistol. Yes, a machine called Fire. Also getting this plasma generator. Cool. Super, super cool. By the way, these priests here, they should have 100% tied up H. I think it would have been a completely different situation if they did. Yeah, not gonna lie, H is definitely losing some stuff here. But his economy's fire. 122 to... Okay, the power resource is terrible, but he can get a thermoplasma generator. Looks like he's already setting it up, so he's actually good to go. And Sanya's economy is garbito. It is terrible. Plus 44 to plus 20. What is going on? He cannot play on this economy whatsoever. I don't care what his army is. You can't play on this. Okay, armory is going down. A lot of generators. Sanya definitely did his damage. But, I mean...
I await your instructions.
Yeah. Like, what is Sanya going to do? He's not going to be able to actually compete with this. He needs to get down in time here. Because H is actually getting in here. Oh, don't tell me H is gonna find this. Oh my god, he finds it. Nah, this is... Oh my god, let's watch Sanya's economy. It's gonna go completely down here, I think. He's gonna go down to plus 50 to plus 0. Oh my god. He's getting his satellite... Oh my god, he doesn't even have the upgrades for it. The guards... Nah. Nah.
2 minutes.
This is unplayable. And by the way, I didn't even talk about it, but these critical locations are still doing their thing. And now also this is getting captured. This looks terrible for Sanya. If he's getting away with this, he must be the next level comeback king, because this looks terrible for him right now. This listing post is gonna go down. Even this tactical control could go down in time. But Sanya needs to actually decap one of this, or two of them, I should say. Yeah, now land speeders are in here. That's what I talked about. Like, this is a really, really good counter against this guardsman mass here. Sure, these land speeders, if they're alone, they're just gonna get destroyed here. But they can easily kill all these guardsmen if they are completely massed. But it doesn't matter, because right now, Imperial Guard lost and HNK is moving on, dude. Yes. Oh my god, I think this was such a fire performance by H. I felt like this harass that he did was just so good. I think what Sanya is doing is super, super cool if you don't realize what he's doing. You know? Like, because it's so offensive, it is so all in, and I think that H just literally countered it. Get in here, decap everything that he's not securing, but because he's not building listing posts. And also, this map is horrible for what I felt like Sanya was going to do. Because it's so far apart. Like, you have one tech priest to build on all these 5 points. Nah. It's not working. Well, obviously he's getting a tech priest a bit later, like a second one and stuff. I understand, but it's just, if H is doing what he's doing and decapping, GG. Also, Sanya went for the grenade launchers and tier 1.5, but then if he's investing in tier 1.5, how is he gonna get to tier 2? The problem was he did, but then he was in the same position that H was, where his economy was so atrocious that, H just literally countered everything that he did. And also, these captures here by H, really, really good. You saw how much impact they had later on in the game. Also, let's be real. Actually, no joke. I'm actually serious about it when I say it. I think Sanya did more damage up here than what HNK did. It just doesn't matter when you are already in such a bad spot. It's like if someone has like $1 million and you take away 10% of that guy's $1 million, yes, he's technically losing more. But if you have, you know, 50, right? If you have $50 and I am taking away 10% of that, that's $5. You are, that's like you already have so little that it's gonna really, really hurt you. Right? I don't know why I became an economist suddenly, right? But I just did there. So, yeah, so this was fire by H. I felt like this was absolutely great. So this means that H's opponent we are going to see in the next game. So let's get that one, guys. Let's just wrap this one up and let's actually see if we can get closer to see what's going to happen for this day here. I am already, this is a good day. No map hackers. Well, okay, technically, but we're not watching their shitty games. No map hackers. We're just getting real players who's doing real things in these tournaments. Respect, dude. Let's get the rest. Okay, so for this best of 3, we got Forgotten versus Sikorsky. Necrons versus Dark Elder. Forgotten, classic Necron player. He's actually been around for a long time. Sikorsky, I think, is actually like a relatively new player. I remember when he came up, or at least, wow, that sounds like I'm such an old player. I remember when he came in and he was just like everyone else, kind of low level, but he became a really, really good Dark Elder player. I still think he got some work to do if he wants to be some of the best, but he's doing very well so far. So, Sikorsky, he starts up here. He goes for 2 Mandrakes and Jetbike build order, Dark Foundry, and getting the Plasma Generator. He's actually out here to just see if there's anyone showing up, but I would be shocked if Necrons was this fast. But speaking of Necrons, yeah, 3 Scarab, no, all Scarabs actually capturing the outer points. That's very interesting. Then getting as many Necron warriors as possible. Actually capturing these 3, what the hell? Okay. This is gonna delay the economy really, really badly, I think. Don't tell me that you... Okay, I was about to say, if you're trying to capture this one as well, you are crazy, Forgotten. Okay. By the way, I have no idea why we're playing this map. This is a god-awful map to play against Dark Elder, and I think it doesn't matter what the matchup is. Too much terrain, negative cover, easily hunting down whoever's running in this. Okay, except for Necrons, but still. I don't think this is necessarily a bad Necron map, though. So maybe that's why we're playing this map. I don't think Necrons is the most horrible race you can play against Dark Elder on this one, but this is Dark Elder heaven, that's for sure. But Forgotten, I think that he's just anticipating the fact that, you know what, it's fine for Necrons to play against Dark Elder on this map. But let's see here, because Forgotten, he's about to be plus 40 here. He's floating a lot in power. I don't think that's a good idea. Right. So jet bikes getting into the mix. I think that's really, really good. You actually, in this matchup, it's one of the few matchups where you actually see Hall of Blood a lot. But Sikorsky, he's done playing Hall of Blood. He used to do that a lot, where he just went Hall of Blood only. But now he's just realizing, nah, jet bikes is more broken, so I'm just gonna go jet bikes all day long. Good attack here by Sikorsky. I really, really F with it. Good. Now the Necron Lord is getting out. I think I've heard back in the day that Astro Hero, of all people, he said that Necron Lord is like low-key useless in this matchup. Because everything is just running away from him fast. He's just not gonna have a good time. Hellions jumps away from him. Jet bikes are looking him in the eyes and just having fun with him. Better get some Necron Warriors. We'll see if that is correct. By the way, obviously getting the Homunculus Laboratory as soon as Dark Foundry is done. Population capped after three Reaver jet bikes. So this slave chamber needs to get into the mix here. An extra Reaver jet bike is now getting in here. Okay, Summoning Core getting in here. AA is super, super important that Forgotten is getting that. He's also closing in on his plus 70. And he's making a push here. I really, really F with it. This Summoning Core needs to be built here. Let's see here. Looks like Sikorsky's actually showing up with some of these Reaver jet bikes. Gonna go on this Tower of Loathing. It's good push here by Forgotten, to be honest. Because his Summoning Core is very close to being done here. So he can just teleport back. Worst case scenario, he's gonna focus this Slave Chamber. It will probably go down. It's really, really good here by Forgotten. He just needs to get out in time. When this Summoning Core is getting built, I think he can just teleport out. Looks like he wants to fight so far. Forgotten, please don't do this. If you can teleport, you should teleport, I think. He's gonna take the fight anyway. Why am I blanking? Isn't it possible to just teleport back instantly? If it is, then this is like low-key trolling by Forgotten. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like Sikorsky could actually like... I think his damage would be better. Like, sure, he can disengage, but like he has 2 full HP Reaver jet bikes. I don't think there's a reason to just disengage like that. Sikorsky just got this right here. Gonna get the push here again. Sikorsky's like going to kill so many of these Necron Warriors. I like it. Good teleport back here by Forgotten. He did some good damage here. Oh my god, almost getting a decap here, but we're not getting it. Well, it wouldn't be happening anyway because these Reaver jet bikes would just eat them alive. But good block here by Sikorsky. Oh my god, and Reaver targeting module will get in here. We need immortals ASAP here for Forgotten. And he's getting tier 2. But it's going to be a little delayed. Look at all these Reaver jet bikes. It's so disgusting. I think Sikorsky has said several times to me that he thinks this matchup is absolutely atrocious for Dark Eldar. I don't think everyone will agree with him. I think a lot of people would say this matchup is absolutely doable for Dark Eldar. I even think some people will say it's favored to Dark Eldar. But I think it's super map dependent. Very map dependent. Necrolord needs to teleport out, otherwise he's not gonna have a good time. Yeah. Sikorsky has a good opening right here because this Necron monolith needs to get built here. He's probably going tier 2 himself. Nope, he doesn't care about tier 2 himself. He's not even... Oh, bruh, are you serious? He has no generator. He only has this. Nah. His economy, by the way, is a little questionable, but that's because he lost this area here. Good teleport here by Forgotten. He's actually playing this map kind of good here. No Necron Warrior upgrade. He needs immortals ASAP. Oh my god. He's finally getting it though. I think Forgotten is playing real patient here. I really F with it. Forbidden Archive getting in here for the Necron Lord. Necron Lord is getting kind of caught off guard here, just tossing away some of these mandrakes by having some fun with them. Phylacterary is getting in for this Necron Lord. If Phylacterary wasn't here, this Necron Lord would have been dead long ago. It's gonna have a good phase shift here. I really F with it. These models are not able to teleport here because they just got spawned. Upgraded Ghost Turret. I think Forgotten is in a good spot, bruh. I'm not gonna lie. Night Shield's research getting in here for Sikorsky. And there's no tier 2 for him. Oh, but this Necron Lord shouldn't die here, doesn't... He has to teleport, no? Okay, Solar Pulse. Yeah, these immortals are just so good against these jet bikes here. Night Shields. I think Forgotten might actually do a push here. He does, however, not have the Necron Warrior upgrade, so these Necron Warriors are actually more weak than you might realize. It's just these immortals who's real good against these jet bikes right now. Any tier 2 coming in for Sikorsky? No, he's not getting tier 2. His economy is not strong enough. It just got strong. Wait, is he tier 2? Because now he's going for this Hollow Blood. No, I don't think he's tier 2. I think Dark Elder is actually the only race where you can't really tell if there's tier 2. This building basically looks like the same. Tier 2.5 is getting it. I think Forgotten is having a good time here. Okay. Looks like these Reaver jetbikes, however, will get into the mix here. Focusing this Necron Lord. Phase shift is getting in here. Okay, Forgotten is gonna do a counterattack here. Again, I think literally he should just upgrade his Necron Warriors. Yeah, he's doing it right now. Because these Reaver jetbikes, the only upside they have right now is just the fact that they can actually kill these Necron Warriors really easily. As long as these Mandrakes get in here and actually tie up these immortals, then should be Gucci. Archon actually getting in here, okay. Yeah, Sikorsky's kind of losing track here. I don't think he can do much here. I think Forgotten's army is just way too strong. Okay, so he is tier 2, that's great. That gives him a better situation. That gives him a way better situation. He can go for the witches if you want. But immortals are jumping in here. Gotta focus these. Oh my god, so many jetbikes. Nah, this game is over, I think. This game is actually over. However, these immortals are kind of in a weird spot here. Necron Warrior upgrade is getting in here. But Sikorsky's gonna go face first in here. It's now or never. He cannot afford having these Necrons just making fun of him. He's gonna focus these Necron Warriors, who's actually low-key taking loads of damage here, even though they're upgraded. Reaver jetbikes are strong indeed with their upgrades themselves. Also, Archon is actually doing his thing in here. Mandrakes are definitely dying. Okay. Mandrakes should be focused here. They do. But the Archon is actually having a good time here. He's gonna get Incubuses in here. He just needs to get out, though. Forgotten is gonna double down. He's gonna focus on this one. I think it's not gonna be fun here for Sikorsky, to be honest. Good malediction here, however. Sikorsky needs to try something. Yeah, this destroyer is getting in here. This game is over here for Sikorsky. He cannot win this game whatsoever, I think. Yeah, this game is 100% over. This is going to be game 1 going to Forgotten. Oh my god, amazingly played here by Forgotten. Oh my god, he was so patient. I F'd with this. He was so patient. Oh my god, he was so patient. That was so great. everything that I wanted Forgotten to do, he just did it in this match. He never lost this because Necron Lord was just a phase shift bot over here. He got the great units. Whenever I said, like, it's funny, I was like, we need immortals. Okay, no problem. We're going to tier 2, get those immortals. Okay, the only way that Forgotten Sikorsky can win here is get the mandrakes, tie up these immortals, and actually murder these Necron warriors. So these Necron warriors need an upgrade. Yes, they get the upgrade. Okay, then the only thing that Sikorsky can actually do is that if they actually get in here and fight right now, and yes, Forgotten, he's kind of caught off guard here because these immortals are kind of away here. What is he going to do? Yeah, he's just gonna put them together in time. Sikorsky's gonna lose the fight. He can't do anything. GG. This was so fire. Also, this teleport in here with the immortals, I think that was GG. Because these immortals literally destroyed 3 Reaver jet bikes. I think Sikorsky just gave too much time to Forgotten. I think Sikorsky should have realized what was going on here. Because this Necron Lord was just phase shifting here. Sikorsky should be in this base, just murder everything. This Ghost Herd was not ready. Tier 2 was not ready. So if Sikorsky saw this coming, I think he had a chance. Like a very real chance, but he gave Forgotten too much time. Forgotten got tier 2. It was GG. Okay, so let's get to game 2. I definitely think Sikorsky can bounce back, even though he hates this matchup. So let's see if he can do it. Are we getting a 2-0 or are we getting, please, 3 games? It would be so great if we got that. Let's get to game 2. Let's go. All right, so for this one, guys, we got another map. So Dark Elder is going up against Forgotten's Necrons here. And we are playing Titan's Fall. This is a very, very good Necron map. Same opening here for Sikorsky. 2 Mandrakes, getting the Dark Foundry and the Plasma Generator. This is a very, very good Necron map. I used to think it was like an okay map. In my very early days, I thought this was a bad Necron map because I'm an idiot. You're not an idiot. You're just not knowledgeable, Dusty. Yeah, maybe that's true. This map is amazing for teleporting and flanking with Necrons in general. 4 points as well. No 5 points whatsoever. Very, very, very little cover. I don't even think there is cover on this map. Yeah, no cover either. So this is like actually a perfect Necron map. Really, really great. So yeah, same opening here for Sikorsky. He's gonna capture his inner points, building slave chambers here to actually make sure that he gets some vision here to see if any decaps are happening or anything like that. But Forgotten, he does the same opening, right? 1, 2, 3. No. So he goes for 3. Not all his scarabs. He goes for 3 of them. He captures his outer point and one of his inner points here. What? I'm an idiot here. He actually goes for all the scarabs here. I don't know why I'm so, like, bummed out right now. So he goes for all his scarabs, gets his Necron warriors. That is great. Amazing. Homunculus Laboratory and Dark Foundry here for Sikorsky. I'm not gonna lie, this is also a pretty good Dark Elder map, though. They can use their mobility and stuff here. So this is actually a real good Dark Elder map as well. The thing is, some of those maps, like for example Quest Triumph, is a notoriously bad Dark Elder map. But that's also because of a lot of heavy cover and stuff, and also light cover. And yeah, the terrain there is a little funky and stuff for Dark Elder, so but this one is good terrain and stuff, so I really think this is a good Dark Elder map as well. But I think Necrons has a better time here. Okay, Reaver jet bikes getting in. More and more Reaver jet bikes will get in. That's real good. So right now, nothing crazy right now. I actually like that Sikorsky gets into the base of Forgotten. Doing some harass right now. He can't afford just Forgotten chilling. Forgotten is gonna push here. But he doesn't have, again, he doesn't have his summon core right now. So this might actually be a little funky position for him. Because I think Sikorsky can actually compete with him as soon as he gets all his jet bikes. I really think this is good by Sikorsky. He's also denying this point here. He keeps on destroying this obelisk here. Gonna focus these Necron Warriors for sure. This Tower of Loathing might go down. Nice by Sikorsky to just not even give an opening here. Focusing these Reaver jet bikes before they do enough damage. Forgotten's economy is okay, plus 70. Also, another reason why this is real good Necro map is because of these slag deposits. I'm telling you right now, this is an amazing Necro map. Okay, these Reaver jet bikes are not having a good time here in the long term. But it doesn't matter when other Reaver jet bikes are getting into the mix. Sikorsky a little lazy. He should just get away with one of these Reaver jet bikes going down here. He should get out with this one as well. Yeah, nicely done here. This is what you're supposed to do with the Reaver jet bikes. Get back, repair it immediately. Yes, should get out with this and not this, but it doesn't matter. He should disengage anyway because there's so many Necron Warriors right now. The thing is, Sikorsky is really doing his thing here because Forgotten is kind of stuck at tier 1. Well, it's gonna be better with time. Actually, he could go tier 2 here if he wants to. I don't know why Forgotten is getting this Necron Warrior squad here. He's already having 3 fully reinforced. This is gonna take millions of years to actually get it out. He should teleport out here, Forgotten. Yeah, good, he does. Would have been fire to get this slave chamber, but it's okay. Yeah, this Necron Warrior build here is like useless. It takes too long time for the benefits that you're getting. You can't even reinforce it because you have so many Necron Warriors at this point. It's gonna take millions of years to actually get the Necron Warriors up. The amount of time that it takes to produce Necron Warriors and reinforce Necron Warriors is actually depending on how many Necron Warriors you have on the map, and not necessarily the amount of squads. Well, both of them actually impact a lot. By the way, these Necron Warriors are getting completely obliterated right here. That is not good. Tier 2 has already gone in for Sikorsky. He already has the Reaver targeting module for these guys, so they're dealing stupid damage. Night Shield's also getting in. This looks really good for Sikorsky. But yeah, the amount of squads and the amount of actual Necron Warrior units on the map is really, really hindering the amount of production speed here. This is god-awful here for Forgotten. He's gonna get completely obliterated here. Tier 2 hasn't gotten in here. And these Mandrakes are actually doing a lot of things because they are dealing really well with these Necron Warriors, so they can't focus these Reaver jet bikes, and instead the Reaver jet bikes are just gonna absolutely tear everything apart that Forgotten has here. He has absolutely no Necron Warriors right now, no upgrades on them. Everything is falling apart right here. I think this is basically GG here for Sikorsky. He's gonna focus the Scorch Turret before it actually get finished. However, the Immortals get out just in time here to actually save the Scorch Turret. It needs to be repaired immediately here for Forgotten, otherwise everything is gonna fall apart for him. Will Sikorsky kill these Scarabs in time here? They will, but it's not gonna save his Reaver jet bikes here. These Reaver jet bikes needs to get out. Hello, Sikorsky? Bro, get out. Get out. Don't lose your last one. Oh my god. Okay, great. Decent decap here by Forgotten doing his Dizzle over here. Why am I saying Dizzle? Whatever. Doing his thing. I guess I listened to too much like Snoop Dogg yesterday, so maybe that's why. Plasma generator getting destroyed here for sure. More and more damage coming in here from Sikorsky. He's getting this Archon here. It's funny, when he gets tier 2, he goes for Archon. Wouldn't you go for Scourges? Okay, he's getting Scourges here. Which is also very normal in this matchup. Well, they're normal in almost every single matchup anyway. Plasma generator getting destroyed here. This is over for Forgotten. I don't think he can actually make a comeback. Maybe he's gonna throw a little bit of a Hail Mary to actually get this thermoplasma generator. But again, good stun on these models here. This Archon is having some fun, but these plasma generators are not having fun. They're getting damaged. They're gonna get destroyed. These immortals are gonna get tied up here by the Archon. Really, really good. Right now, Sikorsky has done... Yeah. I don't think this is redeemable here for Forgotten. This is so bad for him. Okay. Oh, it looks like these models had some fun over here. But they're not gonna have fun when these Scourges are getting in here. Yeah, these models are done. So, Forgotten is okay in an okay spot because he's getting this thermoplasma generator, so he's plus 90 right now. Brave Flight, okay. Yeah, I think Wraiths are really good right now. Necro Warrior is gonna jump in here, but again, not having the upgrades. Then again, there's no Reaver jetpacks right now. We're just gonna get Scourges spam here. Scourges are getting countered by the Wraiths really easily. Good upgrades here on these Mandrakes. They're gonna have some fun with this plasma generator. Can't teleport back and actually deal with it. Yeah, no production coming out of Forgotten's base here. Even if this plasma generator is surviving, there's so much resources being put into keeping it alive, basically. Wraith is gonna tie up these Scourges, but it's gonna get focused here by this Archon. Finally, this turret is up, but it's not gonna save this plasma generator. Blade ones will get in here, but it's not going to be enough. More Reaver jetbikes are getting into the mix. That's so good. Necro Warrior is going down. This squad is gonna get wiped very soon. It can't teleport back. Wraith ain't gonna save it. No Necro Warrior upgrade. It's not gonna be fun here. Nah. Sikorsky's playing so well. 98 to plus 20. However, I think that Forgotten definitely also kind of put himself in this position here. River Jetbike is getting destroyed here, but however, now Sikorsky 100% knows what's going on up here, and he's gonna do something about it, I think. Actually, already getting in here with the Scourges, I think that's kind of greedy. He's kind of letting some of his Scourges die, instead of having this Archon getting in here and tanking. But it's okay, I guess, because this turret will go down eventually, or will it? Because the Flayed ones are also getting in here to the mix. Archon desperately tries to get this one. Good on Sikorsky to just jump over here, actually focusing this Ghost turret. These Scourges, however, needs to get the hell out of here. This Jewel right here is not even close. But this thermoplasma generator will go down. I'm not sure if there's any response that Forgotten can actually do here. This is going to be terrible for him. Witch Cult Arena is coming in here. Okay. I mean, Forgotten is definitely fighting valiantly. Valiantly? Yeah. He's doing honorable stuff here. He's trying his best to actually see if he can win against Sikorsky. But Sikorsky is definitely putting a lot of pressure on him right now. And Forgotten's economy is still plus 90. He saved his thermoplasma generator somehow. But for how long, though?
6 minutes.
Rave is trying to destroy this one. Yeah, these immortals are just gonna get tied up here. This thermoplasma generator is not surviving this onslaught here. Blade ones are gonna get focused here. Eventually, they will go down. I don't think Forgotten can do much. Sikorsky's economy is just getting better and better. He doesn't have that much power, though. I mean, it doesn't matter too much in this case, but... I mean, again, you can just fix it with getting a slag deposit, and then your power economy is just amazing as Dark Eldar. Witches just got in here. And Malediction. Nah, this game is over. I don't want to call it. Forgotten is definitely fighting his heart out. But...
5 minutes.
Nah.
Until take and hold victory.
Another thermoplasma generator. I like that Sikorsky's kind of realizing, damn, I need to get more power. He's not gonna get the upgrades that he needs. He's not gonna get vehicles if he wants some more vehicles and stuff.
Victory countdown has begun.
Okay. So, right now, I think that Forgotten doesn't really have any army. Well, he has some army here, but it's not going to cut it against this Dark Eldar army for sure. Yeah, it's going to be the engagement in here. And Forgotten needs to teleport back, I guess. Well, teleport back with what he got. He has a lot of immortals here, but it's not going to touch infantry. And speaking of these infantry, they are absolutely murdering these Necron warriors for sure. The good malediction here as well on these immortals. No reason to put it on the immortals. You only have infantry right now. Yeah, Destroyer getting out here, however. Okay. Sikorsky actually jumping out here. Nah, this is not gonna be fun here. Forgotten is gonna have some fun himself, or Sikorsky is gonna have some fun himself. Can't say the same for Forgotten, that is for sure. Am I seeing something correctly here? Is this Rave actually getting repaired? No way. Can Raves actually repair... Can Scarabs actually repair Raves? Oh my god. No way is that actually possible. Oh my god, that should be illegal. Blade One's getting murdered here. I swear, Forgotten is not having a good time. I'm just waiting for the GG, honestly. Yeah, generator is going down, and even the corrosion here is going down here as well. Forgotten knows it. It's GG. Okay, I am dead serious, guys. This is literally, and I swear, this is literally the only reason why Forgotten lost this. Okay. Sure, even if Forgotten didn't do this mistake, Sikorsky could probably win this game anyway, but this situation should have never happened. This Forgotten getting this 4th Necron Warrior. Okay, so the Necron Warrior, I'm going to put in the formula here. The Necron Warriors is getting So it's basically getting the production speed is determined by the amount of squads you have on what the fuck, my mouse. It's getting determined by the amount of squads you have and the amount of actual Necron warriors on the map that you had. Forgotten had all things. He had 3 squads and they were all fully reinforced. He's going for a 4th squad that is taking a bazillion years to get. He was even floating in power, so if he just went tier 2, he wouldn't be in this situation. This ghost turret that he built, that would be upgraded at that point. He would be able to get immortals at that point as well. And these river jet bikes that Sikorsky had would be very close to being useless. I like the way Sikorsky played. He got in here, destroyed a bunch of scarabs here and there because he got in with 1 Reaver jet bikes. I really think Sikorsky played way better in this one. I'm just telling you right now, Forgotten could have actually won this game for sure. If he didn't do that, yeah. If he didn't do that, that was literally the only real mistake Forgotten did, because Forgotten, he did his dizzle here. Oh my god, I keep saying that word. I should stop. No more Snoop Dogg listening for me in like 2 years, okay? He did his thing. Like, honestly, he really did. I think Forgotten really did his thing. Even though I was like, nah, he probably lost this one, bro. Like, there was moments where I was like, has he though? Has he lost the game? But yeah, eventually he lost it. And it's literally the Necron Warrior production. So, damn, we're getting 3 games again, guys. Oh my god, I'm so happy about this, because like last time we had like a really yeah. That map hacking situation made me really annoyed and sad. I am casting these games and then people are just like literally map hacking. I know they might do it in other games that I've casted, but I don't give a damn. When it's so ridiculously obvious, then I just, oh my god. But finally, Sikorsky and Forgotten, H and Sanya is not letting me down. We're getting 3 games. No more of these 2-0s. Let's get game 3, guys. Let's go. Okay, guys. Game 3. Forgotten versus Sikorsky. Same matchup. We got Tranquility's End for this one, guys. So, Tranquility's End. Pretty good Necron map. I think most people will say that. But I don't think it's like the best Necron map I've ever seen in my life. And I think this is definitely doable for Sikorsky. Let's see here what Forgotten did. He won game 1. Played really well. Threw it away because one big mistake last time. Let's hope that he can actually perform well in this one. He's doing kind of the same opening again. All his scarabs. He's gonna capture this, I think, and maybe capture this again. By the way, we haven't seen the Forgotten special. Where's the Forgotten special? Did you stop with it, Forgotten? Are we no longer having the Forgotten special? The iconic one. Damn. On the top hand side, we got Sikorsky. He's going for 2 mandrakes and going YOLO plasma generators. I like this. Giving him earlier tier 2 possibility. Will delay some of his very early requisition economy, and will also delay his like hinder some of his early game jet bike spam. It's gonna get his Monkless laboratory, but as you can see right now, not a lot of requisition for him, so he cannot get this point right here. Gonna get a good decap here. Nicely done here by Sikorsky. This will, however, get captured. This is really good timing, by the way. This is super good timing. So, right now, just right now, we have a very good situation here for Sikorsky. He's getting all his points. No weird shenanigans where he's getting decapped left and right. And Forgotten, his little Scarab play here, it didn't pay off. No turret either, so he can't just suppress Sikorsky right now. That's really good. He actually stops this capture here. but he's gonna regain it just to reposition here a little bit. Forgotten is gonna get in here with these Necron Warriors. River Jet Bikes, however, is starting to get in here. But as you can see, a little bit delayed because of this 2 generators here. So Mandrakes are gonna get killed here. Did delay this a little bit. However, now Reaver Jetbike is getting in here. Forgotten is reinforcing heavy on these Necron Warriors, so that's good. All these Scarabs actually got wiped here. I like this by Sikorsky. Just get in, do some harass, find someone, and kill someone. The economy for Forgotten is getting better and better. Plus 70 is approaching right now. He's already plus 60. Is he gonna do a counterattack here? He could do so. He just doesn't have the summoning core right now. Speaking of summoning core, it's coming in here. Sikorsky, 62 to plus 20. Forgotten needs to be careful right now because he's under a lot of pressure. I think it would be a little crazy if he just was fighting Sikorsky straight up. Okay, nicely done here, I guess. No, I'm not sure. Like, Forgotten is going for this obelisk. Don't think it's a good idea. Like, this summoning call will get interrupted, I think. Forgotten is getting over here. He is finishing this summoning call, though. So this plasma generator never got finished. Forgotten is using a lot of economy on Necron Warriors right now, but he has to because he's under so much pressure right now. I think Sikorsky and Technical... Yeah. He can go tier 2 here. I think this game plan is so good by Sikorsky, I'm not gonna lie. Finally, this plasma generator is gonna get finished here by Forgotten. I don't think he had to do what he's doing right now, but he's getting tier 2 and it's badly needed right now. Sikorsky has had a solid early game. However, he never actually finished this. So Forgotten is not in a terrible spot, to be honest. It's just Sikorsky's getting tier 2 here, and behind Forgotten is... That was almost like a Master Yoda, or Master Yoda, I should say, kind of way of saying it. Sikorsky getting his critical locations. Slave chamber, okay. Again, I feel like Forgotten is over-reinforcing a tiny bit here. Like, he almost needs to get Necron Warrior upgrades 2 here. Or not 2, 1, but if he can get 2, that would be great as well. But he needs immortals, though. And he probably will need Wraiths as well, because Hall of Blood is getting in here. And that's a lot of requisition, not requisition, actually, power that he needs to use on that. A lot of resources, I should say. He's now getting his Necrolord again. Not going for the Necrolord in this one. Oh, Sikorsky, you need to be careful. You're right in negative cover. This is why this can be actually a real good Necro map. Nicely done here by Sikorsky. He voiced the negative cover, but I don't think it's gonna save his Reaver Jet Bikes. Yes, he's drawing Forgotten a little bit here. I like it. And now in comes the Mandrakes here. Focusing the Mandrakes, but Forgotten cleverly actually gets out. Good micro here by Sikorsky, I think. Archon again. This is actually interesting that Sikorsky chooses to go this. He likes the Archon, I think, in this matchup because of Wraiths countering the Scourges really well. But then again, I'm like, you could get the Witches, but maybe he doesn't want the Witches very early here. You still need the Witch Called Arena for that. Again, just plus 20 for Sikorsky. Which is more normal for Dark Eldar. They don't need power that badly. Okay, looks like we're having a fight here. Reaver targeting module is already in here. So these Necron Warriors are taking so much damage in the process right here. Yeah, I think this is too much for Forgotten. He's not realizing this, I think. Oh, this is really bad for Forgotten. And he doesn't have the teleport for obvious oh my god, this is probably GG. Good on Sikorsky, even though these guys are morale drop. These models will get focused and tied up, and now they're gonna get murdered here. Oh my god, this is an absolute atrocity. Necrolord didn't save them in time with phase shift. This is so bad here for Forgotten. I don't think Forgotten realized this tier 2 coming in here. Decent solar pulse, but it's not gonna save it for too much. All Sikorsky needs to do is get out here, focus these models that's getting tied up 24/7. He's gonna reinforce all of these mandrakes. I think Sikorsky knows that he's got it. However, all his jet bikes actually got destroyed here in time. That's actually crazy that happened. More and more immortals coming in here. Archon is also into the mix here. Gonna keep on killing these immortals. We're getting more and more jet bikes. Have a jet bike here. What are we getting here? Witches, yes. That's the way to go against Necrons, I feel like. Get them witches right now. They're real good at tying up pretty much everything that Forgotten got. And they're even more disgusting than Mandrakes by a significant margin. And again, not really any AV except for this little guy here, who's not getting focused, actually. That's a little bit of a mistake here. Yeah, but no AV right now on the side of Forgotten, and he actually goes for Necro Warriors. Bro, you need... Well, it doesn't matter. Forgotten has no other choice, like, everything is falling apart. He's typing like no one else, and the game is over, and Sikorsky takes the game. GG! Yeah, this game was really, really well played by Sikorsky. He didn't do any major mistakes, and on this map, I think Titan's Fall is not as good. I mean, Tranquility's End is not as good as Titanfall because it's a shorter map. You can get easily around the map with Reaver jet bikes. Yeah, I think that this was really, really not a good time here for Sikorsky. I think that... Yeah, I actually think this was pretty good here. Sikorsky could easily get in and actually do a counterattack. Forgotten bought literally 0 time with this. Well, close to 0 time with this. Yeah, I also think he's over-reinforcing his Necron Warriors. I think he should be more patient like he was in Game 1. And just chill a little bit. Get that tier 2. Get a Ghost Turret, maybe. But yeah, he lost this game. I think Sikorsky played really, really well. I'm not sure if I would say flawlessly, but he played really, really well. I think no major big errors. And then it's going to be hard for Forgotten to actually play. So I think Forgotten had the right ideas. It's just execution was a little bit worse, I think. But it doesn't matter. We got a 3rd game, guys. This is really good by Sikorsky. He takes this one. And this means he's the guy who's actually going up against HNK, or H, which is going to be good, because Space Marines versus Dark Elder, yeah. Yeah, whatever, man. So, what we're going to go into is the fact that we have Scouty going up against Sorg, which is going to be fire already. And then we got Sikorsky going up against HNK. So, guys... Let's get into it. Let's see what happens in the next best of 3. Let's get it. Okay, guys. I have been waiting for this one. We got Sorg versus Scouty. However, we get Imperial Guard instead of SM. I'm a little disappointed. But then again, Sikorsky can do whatever the hell he wants. He's a very, very strong player just in general. He can play... I swear, Sikorsky can probably play anything. If he wanted to, he can play anything. Right now, he has a Guardsman, Tech Priest Guardsman opening. Sometimes when you see this Tech Priest being into the mix here, sometimes that means that we might get an early turret. But I think we don't need to do it. It just means that he wants to finish his Plasma Generator a little earlier, so he can get his Commissar. The thing is, I think this opening is a tiny bit greedy. The main reason for it is basically just we are playing on Tranquility's End. Or not, Tranquility's End. We just had a game on Tranquility's End. This is Shrine of Excellion. 5 points. Going 2 guardsmen might not be sufficient enough. In fact, I really don't think it's sufficient enough. But regardless, Sikorsky is gonna do it. And he's playing up against Scouty. Scouty, he goes for Space Marines, actually. Okay. So he went a Heretic and then 3 Cultists. 3 Cultists makes sense on a map like this. I just said it's Shrine of Excellion. But Chaos Space Marines, though. I think Shrine of Excellion is one of the maps where you can definitely do that. But I would go Nate Colt all day long in this matchup. But we could probably, because I have a feeling there's a rationale for this. By the way, Sikorsky is getting absolutely murdered here. He's losing a lot of guardsmen. A real good push here by Scouty. He needs to disengage, however. He's losing a Chaos Space Marine. It's not going to be worth it if he's losing more.
My life is forfeit.
Okay. So we get Chaos... This is standard build order for Space Marines. Chaos Space Marines. Not them loyalist scums here. In the heavy cover here for Scouty. He's doing really well here. Chaos Lord actually getting in, but Sikorsky doesn't care. He's gonna go in. Chaos Lord is gonna have some fun with that, that's for sure. Yeah, and Sikorsky is losing this side here. Nah. Sikorsky is trying to buy some time desperately, but his opening is supposed to be like offensive. I'm gonna do early harass, but it's not gonna happen in this one. It's not gonna happen because he's under so much pressure. He's trying to actually capture a lot here. He only has 2 guardsman squads. He's gonna try and attack here, but Scouty is just gonna have some fun here. And these cultists, however, is definitely dying. They need to disengage. Sikorsky needs to be very, very careful. His commissar is getting slowed here because of this Chaos Lord. Good on him to actually get out. However, this cultist squad might actually die. No, it's getting reinforced in time. Finally, this got captured here by Sikorsky. Okay, Heretic just died there. Plus 80 to plus 10 here for Sikorsky. Less good economy here for Scouty, actually. 74 to plus 0. Okay, so Sikorsky is just going not a Reno here. He's like, how dare you harass me? I'm the guy who's supposed to harass you. Now I'm just gonna go all in here, and I'm gonna double down here. I'm gonna murder all your cultists, by the way. I'm gonna have some fun with it, and now it's my time to go harass. Right? Scouty still going for these Chaos Space Marines here. But he doesn't have an armory either. He is, however, getting that plasma generator. Gonna go in with the Chaos Lord, but I think Sikorsky is having a little bit of fun here. He's gonna hunt down one of this Chaos Space Marine squad, getting tied up immediately here. Yeah, and Sikorsky actually has really solid economy, 92 to plus 20. Yeah, he did upgrade some of these listing posts to avoid the fact that when he didn't have the points, he can at least, like, compensate a little bit. Sikorsky is playing this kind of well. I feel like his micro is really, really good. But I think in long term, Scouty is gonna win this one. Chaos Lord is just too effective right here. Yeah, and this priest will probably go down here. This heavy cover is getting lost here for Sikorsky. He can't sustain this long term. Or can he? Sikorsky is such a crazy mother effer. Dealing some damage to this Chaos Lord, but it's not gonna make up for the fact that Sikorsky is getting absolutely murdered here. Command Squad is trying to tie up these Chaos Marines here, but actually this whole command squad actually got obliterated here. Nah, bruh.
We've been overrun! Sir, yes, sir. Please, it's too much for us.
98 to plus 10 here for Scouty. Yeah, Scouty is doing well. He's just going all in here on these Chaos Marines. However, Tactical Control getting in here for Sorg. So is the tier 2 here as well. Can we say the same for Scouty? No, we can't.
We're here for the dark gods.
He has invested so much in winning these fights here. And so Sorg, he is now going for the grenade launchers, I would assume. Yeah. Yeah, now Sorg is actually kind of in really good spot here.
Here to serve, master.
Yeah, no tier 2 here for Scouty. He is going tier 2, however. There's no way that he's gonna stick with this. Yeah.
Our victory is assured.
So Scouty is dominating over here because he's still in a really good spot in terms of his current army. It's just that Sorg is really taken over now because he's tier 2. Getting the priest, getting the upgrades, it's gonna be really bad here for Scouty. He's getting the Chaos Armory here. His economy is decent. It's actually kind of good. 110 to plus 20. He just needs more power. 98 to plus 30. So Sorg is in a really good spot. Chaos Lord getting in melee here against the Sorg. That's good.
Standing ready. What would you have me do?
Okay, so Sorg is trying to get this middle critical location, or he's trying to decap it, I should say. And he's gonna succeed because this command squad is just absolutely smurfing.
You have chosen.
6 minutes until take and hold victory.
Good upgrade here. Weapon specialization. Yeah, and again, I like that Scouty is very, very patient here. Because he knows he can't compete against IG right now. I actually wonder, I think Chaos has a good chance here in tier 2. I don't think it's as good as Space Marines though. But I could be wrong. Scouty is, however, going Machine Pit for sure. Will he get the Hellions? I would assume Hellions would be a good idea, actually. Rhino first, obviously. No, he's getting Defilers. So Defilers in the short term is amazing here. Good against the Guardsmen for sure. However, I actually think it's really good now that I'm thinking about it. Because there's no Chimeras. It's just if the Chimeras get in here, Defilers are not as effective. But speaking of effective, Sorg is dealing a lot of good damage right now. Plasma Generator going down. Both of these points here has been decapped or is getting decapped. Nope, Sorg changes his mind. Defiler is desperately needed right now. No Rhino still. Scouty is getting his aspiring champions. Got his global here. That was smart by Scouty. Because his economy is atrocious right now. Looks like Sorg is gonna go for it. I'm not sure if it's the call. But it's only one Defiler. Purge of the week here. Yeah, Scouty just simply doesn't have an answer here. So finally we get the grenade launchers here for Scouty. Okay, frag grenades. Really, really great. Finally getting a Rhino. Will we get heavy bolters here?
Until take and hold victory.
All the generators on the side of Scouty just got destroyed. Nah. Good stun here. Defiler's gonna get focused here. What is the Sork doing? Just having fun. 98 to plus 40. About to bleed plus 50. We could get a Sentinel very soon. We are getting Sentinels. Priest is getting caught off guard here. Decent counterattack here by Scouty. But this Defiler is kind of low-key getting bullied here. Gonna get stunned here. Sentinel is just calling out here. Yeah, Scouty is in such a trouble. I don't even know what the hell he's supposed to do. This Defiler is going down. It's just basically over. Okay, the Rhino actually went down, and I'm gonna just tell you right now, it's GG, and Scouty agrees. I'm not gonna lie, I am shocked that Scouty is not going, that he's not going Nate Cold. I think Nate Cold is so good against IG. They murder Guardsman. Guardsman cannot match it whatsoever. Even the command squad is getting bounced around by the Nate Cold. Yeah, I think Nate Cold would have been way better. I don't like Space Marines usually against Chaos Space Marines. I don't like it against IG. I think Nate Cold is just such a no-brainer. And also Scouty, I mean, when he won, it was because he had some real good early game. I like that he went in here, for example, and harassed and stuff. I just think that Sork was smart when they got into this fight here and Scouty actually won. Scouty was investing a lot in his army, I felt like. And then this tier 2 came in here for Sork and the game was just over. It was just over because Scouty didn't have time. As soon as all of this harass happened, all of those generators, nah, it was just GG. It was just GG. But yeah, I want to see Nate Cold here from Scouty. I want to see Nate Cold. I think Nate Cold is a way better way to go. I know this is not the best Nate Cold, and this is what I wanted to say. I know this is not the best Nate Cold map. Turret is usually either kind of inefficient or otherwise it's kind of risky. So you can place a turret here, for example, right? Which would be cool. Like, really cool, right? Good turret right here. It would be interrupting this whole area. Or over here. One of them, right? Problem is, it's too close to the base and I think it's probably going down. Then you can do it on the outer side here, but it's only gonna hit one listening post. Which is not bad. I'm not saying it's horrible. I'm just saying it's not the best thing I've ever seen in my life. It's not like Fata Morga, where you can place it between the relic and the and one of the strategic point. And you might say, well, isn't it here and actually covering here? Yeah, but this is 5 points. You get 5 strategic points. On Fata Morga, you end up with 3 instead and no relic. Also, there's also a relic here that you can take instead. So I'm just like, and maybe you could get up here and even counterattack. So, but the reason why I think Nate Cold is actually less good, because you don't have to go turret in Nate Cold, is because of this heavy cover. Heavy cover is really good against Nate Cold. Sorry. Heavy cover is real good against Nate Cold. Because in Nate Cold's up just brutal, but heavy cover and this big amount of zone, really good. So I think Nate Cold would have been a kind of a no-brainer at least. You don't need the Chaos Lord against well, usually you would need commanders against commanders, but it doesn't matter because this command squad is getting freaking bounced around by Nate Cold and stuff. And also, you will be able to get Hellions. And when you get Hellions in tier 2, it's gonna be a nightmare for IG because how do I say this? If they go in tier 2 for the grenade launcher build, they need heavy weapons team because otherwise they don't have any AV. to go up against yeah, how do I explain this? Hellions are real good against grenade launcher build. Why? Because the grenade launcher build doesn't really do enough damage against the Hellions. Then they need heavy weapons team with last cannons. Okay, you can do that. But then the last cannons aren't necessarily that effective because Hellions will just fly on the other side here. And it's like, even though the last cannon has a lot of range, I don't think it's gonna cut it. Because if a Hellion is over here and over here, even if you put the heavy weapons team here, it's not gonna be enough range if it's here or here, the Hellions. So Hellions are really good against grenade launcher build. But if you go the other way around, say for example, IG goes for what is it, Priest and Chimera, which I actually think is a little bit more normal against Snake Cold. I'm not sure actually. But if they do that, then not only are Hellions pretty good against vehicles, right? Because of their damage, piercing values. And also, if these guardsmen are not super strong, then they're still getting murdered by the Snake Cold, and they deeply need the Chimeras and stuff. Yes, you'll get Sentinels, but I'm not sure if that is enough. So again, just going back to the opening, I think Snake Cold is just in general inherently better. Is it called inherently? It's just better in general in this matchup. I could be wrong. I'm not a pro player, guys. But regardless, man, let's see a game 2. Let's see if Scouty can actually bounce back. I think he has a lot of potential here. Yes, let's get to game 2. Let's go. Right, so now we're playing on Outer Reaches. Scouty chooses Outer Reaches. I think, on the other hand, this is a really good Snake Cold map. Now, you might say, well, there's just as much heavy cover here, isn't there? Yes, but it's not like big zones. There's not heavy cover in this area, for example. Snake Cold can stand in real good terrain positions. And also, turret rush is pretty good. You can place a turret here. You can place a turret here. If you're kind of YOLO about it, you can place a turret here or here. You can place turrets many times, many places. And also, IG is gonna suffer against Snake Cold build. Scouty, please go Snake Cold. They're gonna suffer a lot here. So, and which is really bad on this map because there's 9 points. So you will be a point down for sure as IG because you're definitely losing the early game. Against Snake Cold at least. So Sorg is doing kind of the same opening, but with Tech Priest early on here. So he went instantly Tech Priest. That's interesting. Getting the Commissar and the Priest to finish off this Plasma Generator early. And normally when you see this, you normally see a turret rush actually. Scouty! Why are we not going Snake Cold? Okay, you're going Raptors. That's at least good. Raptors are good on this map. Really, really good. I just think like Nick... Am I like bucking? Am I trolling here? I think Snake Cold is so amazing in this matchup. But I might be trolling. Scouty is a way better player than me, so I'm not gonna say otherwise. Scouty's gonna jump in here. He has good harass here. Raptors are so good on this map. I don't have to explain it, do I? Lots of terrain, spread out points. This is amazing for the Raptors. Command Squad is gonna get in here. Nope. He's gonna try and find someone else. He can easily kill this heretic here. Yeah, Sorg is in such a bad spot. 32 to plus 10. Yeah, a heretic just got absolutely murdered here. I think Sorg said, heretics! And then he killed the heretic. That was fire. By the way, these cultists are not having a good time. They are chasing these guardsmen, but they're almost dying. Raptor Brothers is getting in here, actually tying out this Tech Priest. Okay. Relax, cultist. I like their sync kills. They're super, super cool. These Raptors have been super effective. I don't think a single one has been dying. And Sikorsky has been really relentless. This has just finally gotten captured, but Sikorsky doesn't really have time to just build it. Look how he's getting completely bullied here. Sikorsky actually ended up getting 3 Guardsman squad, but look how he's just getting completely fooled around here by Scouty. Scouty ain't playing around here.
Thought they broke our backs.
Finally, a Raptor squad died. I actually think that was a second Raptor, to be honest. So, 38 to plus 10.
Is that a best?
What do I normally say when someone has such a bad economy? It's basura. It sucks. It's horrible. You cannot play with this economy. He needs to fix that immediately, ASAP. 68 to plus 0. Is that a good economy? Definitely not. But is it getting improved? For sure. So, Scouty in real good spot. I think we have a little bit of a fight going on here. Very big bloodbath right now. I love it. Necronlord is having some fun here with this command squad. But Necronlord is... Chaos Lord is not having a good time. Oh my god, this Chaos army is absolutely tearing apart Sikorsky. This command squad actually is very close to getting murdered here. What the hell am I watching? This is not a good time for Sikorsky. Korn would be really happy right now. His favorite player right now on planet Earth is for sure Scouty right now. So many guardsmen dying. And Sikorsky, the only reason why he's having a decent time here is because he's reinforcing so much in his army. But what is the price he's paying? That's true. He has less good economy still.
Where is his will needed? Victory is assured.
Yeah, this is desperate from Sikorsky. He's doing this because he needs eco right now. 97 to plus 0. No generator for Scouty before now. He just wanted to put a lot of pressure, and pressure he put on indeed. 56 to plus 10. What the hell? Sikorsky can't even upgrade listing posts. He simply doesn't have the requisition for it. He invested so much in this army, but he kind of had to be honest. Again, Scouty just jumping over here was probably going to flank here, but it doesn't matter. Instead, he just found this relic, and look at these guardsmen. Again, Korn would be so happy right now, and he would be more happy because there's just blood everywhere, and it's guardsman blood for sure. Chaos Space Marines in here again. Raptors having some fun together with the cultist. This is an absolute bloodbath here. Sikorsky is fighting his heart out, I'm not gonna lie. He is pushing away Scouty a little bit here. Is Scouty going tier 2? No tier 2 yet. Or is it tier 2? No, it's not tier 2. Yeah, Sikorsky is still losing this fight. He simply doesn't have the economy to sustain this fight. 62 plus 10. He cannot survive this, I think. He's even getting his tech priest to get in here and fight. Yeah. Okay, Raptor just disappeared out because of teleport, I guess. Okay. Looks like Sikorsky is gonna go for this listing post now. But Scouty is for sure going to respond. He's not gonna give anything away to Sikorsky. Sikorsky is just firmly reinforcing his army. But he has nothing to offer. Okay, actually killing the Chaos Lord that I keep on wanting to call Necron Lord, but it is a Chaos Lord indeed. Okay. Sikorsky is fighting back. I'm not gonna hold you guys. He's definitely doing his thing here. Gonna tie up this Chaos Space Marine squad here. Cultists are having some fun here. Raptors are jumping back in, hunting down these guardsmen. Both taking hold positions, control area victory, and taking hold has already been in here for Scouty. So he just is really dominating this map right now. Desperately building a turret here. I love this by Sikorsky. He's not effing around here. Scouty, is he going tier 2? No, he's not. He's just getting a bunch of plasma generators. No armory, though.
Taken hold victory.
Whatever.
Finally getting his listening post rebuilt here. I love a player like Sikorsky. He's a guy who never gives up like this. And he always finds some ridiculous way to get away with it.
You favor us with your attention.
Okay. Now Soulstorm is gonna go for this listening post. By the way, I keep calling him Soulstorm. People has told me that I should just call him Sorg. I'm gonna try and call him Sorg now, but it's going to be impossible for me. I have gotten used to say Soulstorm all the time. This is such a good situation here by Scouty.
5 minutes
But
until taken hold victory.
I would be lying if I told you that Sorg is not actually kind of fighting back here. He's getting the battle command, that's cool. But is he economy still? Yeah, his economy is trash. Absolute trash. But he's definitely fighting back. Like Scouty's Scouty is actually kind of being pushed a little bit around here. However, Scouty is getting crack grenades, that's good. Oh my god, Sorg is just absolutely wiping Scouty here. I love it. There's so many guardsmen. However, I think this heavy investment here is just a little too much. Some grenade launchers coming in for the neck hold.
As you wish.
Generator being built here randomly in the middle of everything by Sorg.
Where is his will needed? Flee at your own peril.
Yeah, Scouty is pushing back here. And look who's running. Look who's not having a good time. It's Sorg and he's not having a good time whatsoever. More and more damage coming in here for Scouty. He's gonna absolutely obliterate everything that Sorg is loving and endearing.
They cannot withstand us.
Commissar somehow gets out.
Is not an option. Victory is assured.
So, tier 2 already kicked in here for Scouty. Let's see what his play is.
We are under attack.
Tier 2 also kicked in for Sorg. Just getting his priest. This heavy bolter turret is just instantly going down here.
The glory of the Emperor through me. Will only take me.
Okay, Tech Priest is getting murdered here. This listing post is getting destroyed. And I don't think Sorg actually has an answer. He cannot get grenade launchers because, funnily enough, he doesn't have the tactical command. Or tactical control. Okay, frag grenades getting in here. The Berserk mode coming in here for Scouty as well. Chaos Marine is getting dropped in morale, but they could just walk up melee here. Yeah, this is so good here. But Sorg is definitely pushing back here. What an absolute bloodbath here. These guardsmen are not having a good time whatsoever. I think slowly Scouty will win this in the long term. Chaos Lord just got detached here. Apparently it says that this Chaos Lord is morale drop, but he has full morale here. That's interesting. Little bit of a displaying bug. I think he's dealing full damage right now. What an absolute bloodbath right now. Oh my god, Sorg is just fighting his heart out. By the way, this command squad is almost dying here. But do the priest kick in? It does kick in. Oh my god. This is so good here. Scouty is still doing what the hell he can. But some reason Sorg is pushing back. But in comes the heavy weapons increase. We know what that means. That means a lot of heavy bolters for these Scouty Marines here. Scouty Marines, I like that. But do we even need the grenades? I think Sorg is getting murdered here. He cannot compete with this onslaught here from Scouty. And this economy for Scouty. Oh my god, he just got the global. 133 to plus 40. Nah, so Sorg is falling apart. He's doing what he can. 68 to plus 20. I don't believe that Sorg is like... He's such a monster, dude. Getting in with the priest in here together with the command squad.
What would you have me do? Let me inspire our men. I will walk now. Go, go, go. Let me inspire our men. I feel the Emperor's blessing return.
Plasma generator is getting destroyed here. So many guardsmen getting murdered here. Nah, this game must be over, right, Sorg? You can't keep on going, mate. Like, at some point, this game must be lost, right? Nah, oh my god. Heavy weapons team came in here, and all these mother effers are just dying left and right. Sorg is just saying, GG, well played. Nah, I lost this one. Okay, Scouty. Okay, sorry, brother. Sorry, mate. Sorry. Okay, I didn't know. I didn't know you were just a goat. Okay, I don't... Yeah, okay. F what Dusty's saying. Those Nate Cold mother effers, not working. No reason to go for that. Just go for raptors and murder everything. Man, this was so good. I don't think there's a good IG map against Chaos on this map. Because I just saw what the raptors did here. I literally think that this is a terrible map for Imperial Guard. But honestly, like, Sorg was just an absolute monster. I can't comprehend, like, Scouty, I actually think, well, the main reason was just he interrupted this area for millions of years. He had the control area victory several times. It was just unplayable for Sorg whatsoever. But for some reason, Sorg just kept on pushing back, and it was immaculate. Also, Scouty didn't go for vehicles, which I actually found really cool. Because I think he realized that, well, if I do that, I'll give an opening to Sorg. I'm gonna invest a lot of resources into something, and then I'm gonna take a lot of time with that before it actually gives me something. Instead, I'm gonna just invest a lot in infantry, and I'm gonna fight Sorg, because at some point he's running out of resources. At some point, right? This guy must be running out of resources. I don't know, Sorg is just one of these players that just, it doesn't matter what he goes through, he's gonna find a way to actually push back. Fire performance by Sorg, but Scouty, he's just too good, man. Just too good. It's 1-1, and we're getting another game 3. Yes! Let's go. Let's get that third game, let's go. All right, guys, game 3 it is. We got battle marshes in here. Okay. I think this is not a bad IG map whatsoever. It's actually also a pretty good... Okay, Scouty! Man, you my homie, Scouty. Well, I don't know if I'm your homie, but you my homie, bro. This is so good, honestly. I love this. But yeah, this is a good Chaos map. I think this is also a good IG map. But for Chaos, I think Nate Cold is just a no-brainer here. Again, like, Raptors would be good here, but I think not only is turret rush definitely impossible, I don't think Scouty is gonna go for turret rush though. But he could do it here. But just Nate Cold in general is real good. However, there is heavy cover here. And also this map is a better map for IG than Shrine of Excellion is. Going back and forth from these relics can transport really well from place to place with IG. Good corridors here to set up defenses. So IG is Gucci here, I think. I think this is a very smart play here by Scouty. Going for the Nate Cold is kind of surprising here. Because we've seen Scouty just all in, all day long on Chaos Marines and Raptors. Scouty going in with his Nate Cold here. Yeah, as you can see, this command squad is getting bounced around here. getting slowed and bounced.
Enemies of the dark gods, beware!
Yeah, so really strong early game here so far by Scouty.
Our victory.
His economy is obviously a little delayed. He's investing a lot of cultists as well. But then again, like, we are only 2 minutes in, so that's fine. Plus 50 to plus 10 for Sork. That is going to be a problem in the long term. Look at these neg cults. Are you telling me this is not good against IG? Oh my god. Every single unit is getting bounced around for IG. They cannot compete. I know Sork is going in melee here, but he's not going to have a fun time. Cultists are also really strong in terms of damage in melee. Guardsmen are staying here, I guess. Oh, they're right in the range here. Scouty realizes he disengages. However, Command Squad is having some fun here. But yeah, the... what's it called? I think how it works is... Well, we're gonna watch here. Let's talk about shenanigans after this. Sork is getting this. Okay. Like, the damage has been done for sure, but at least Sork is actually securing this area here.
We are under attack.
74 to plus 10.
How can I serve? How can I serve?
Okay. So all the listening post is being built here.
We will serve you, and in return, grant us the power of the dark gods.
Yeah, I really F with this by Sork. I really think this is great. This is absolutely amazing here. He can kill a bunch of cultists here in the process. However, he needs to be very careful because I think he's a little too deep in. But regardless though, this is buying him a lot of time. This means that Sork can actually try and do something on the map. Also, this is being interrupted. I don't know why Sork, like how Sork is doing this, but he's interrupting this area all the time. What the hell? Like, he's still in here? Sork is actually microing real well here. I don't know why he's getting away with this. This is... Sork, your priest is about to die. No way you're getting out. Bruh, no way. No way. Oh my god, no way.
Go, go, go.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Sork is the GOAT. I cannot comprehend he's winning both of these sides. Are we getting tier 2, however, for Scouty? No, we're not. Plus 8 to plus 20. No way that Sork is winning the map. No way.
Taking hits.
86 to plus 20. Okay. No way, bro.
Taking hits.
NQ machine spirit for our safe arrival.
Okay, so, I don't know what to say. Sork is actually winning this game so far.
If such is the Emperor's will. Where is his will needed?
He has better macro. I don't know if it's because Scouty is investing too much in these cultists. What is going on? Like, yeah. Maybe I just don't know Dawn of War, but I don't get how Sork is actually getting away with this. He's capturing both relics. In fact, he has captured both of them right now. One of them he has a listening post on. He's tying up these guys with commissars all day long. What is going on, mate? And tier 2 is coming in for... No way. Absolutely no way. Yeah. However, the command squad is getting murdered here potentially. Scouty not realizing that this command squad has no priest on it right now. He can actually kill him. In melee, that is. Loads of commissars to actually tie up these cultists here. Heavy cover is really helping out Sork here. Okay, finally Sork is actually losing this one. Bam. Love the sync kills, man. Love him. Okay, Sork is going for the mechanized command, so no grenade launcher mass here. I think that's really good. Chimeras with Priest on this map is really, really good. You can go back and forth here with them. Can attack this side, attack this side. So you can go in with a big army here, for example, or here, and then have the Priest with one Sentinel in a Chimera. You could have that on each side. But to be honest, I don't think Scouty is gonna have a good time with that because he is losing finally on every single front. Scouty is getting good economy here. Okay, good. I was getting a little worried here. He can also get his global. He has a lot of power right now. He's not going for the global so far, at least. But now Sork is probably just gonna have some fun with it. Not fun. But he's gonna try and be very, very defensive and very, very passive. I saw that he got a heavy weapons team. Can't find the heavy weapons team just yet. Maybe it's in here, I'm not sure. Maybe he cancelled it.
NQ machine spirit for our safe arrival.
Is that the best you've got?
Okay. Sork is actually making a push here. More and more priest. Actually just killing these cultists because they can't really compete against this Chimera. Scouty tries to get in the light cover, but it's not gonna save him. We are getting a Hellion though, so that's really important right now. Oh, the heavy weapons team is here. That's really, really great. Nasty position, can shoot all over the place, and it's kind of hard to see. Yeah, Chimera getting destroyed here. Last cannon is ready though. Yeah, and it's hitting here. You can't even get out of this jungle site here. Yeah, we're just gonna get Chimera spam here. Sork is playing phenomenally. Okay, good on Scouty to do a little flank here, but he like the timer is ticking. Late game IG will 100% win against late game Chaos. There's no doubt in my mind. Not even a question. Space Marines is a little iffy, at least. Because of the bombardment and stuff, but Chaos specifically? Nah. So Sork being in this position where he's kinda actually has the upper hand. Really, really crucial. Good Curse of the Machine Spirit here. Saiga actually dies in time. Good decap here. Hell Talon will go down eventually. Also got the Sacrificial Pit. Chaos Sorcerer here. He's very, very low. He's actually getting out. That's good. But Scouty is just losing on every single front. Like, he's gonna do a counterattack, I guess, here, but Sork's base is just way too strong right now. Last Cannon is gonna find this Hell Talon. This Hell Talon is not having... Yeah, this is... Oh, this is really, really bad for Scouty. No way. What am I watching?
Hell Talon, ready to serve chaos.
Chi, brother. Chi. Oh my god. This is what I mean. Sork can no joke play whatever he wants. It's funny, Sork is actually a main Eldar player. And you know what they say about Eldar players? They're just like abusing a race and stuff like that. No, don't worry. Sorky can play every single race. It's no problem. He's gonna still be the GOAT. You know? Like, this is so crazy. I have no idea. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure, like, the heavy cover and stuff really was impactful here. But I just don't get how Sork is just winning these sides. I'm not experienced enough in this matchup, so it could be wrong. But I think there should be more pressure from Scouty. I'm not sure how, but there should be. I'm actually not sure what was happening, to be honest. That sounds so pathetic. But it's also real. It's me being real. I think when Sork got in here, he did a lot of damage against Scouty. He was buying a lot of time to actually capture his relics and stuff. It was crazy to me. I cannot even comprehend that Sork. I also think his micro was real good. I would imagine it's the same here. Just getting into the heavy cover correctly and stuff. Yeah, I think the gameplay from Sork was actually almost flawless, if not completely flawless. And I think Scouty was kind of trying to force winning these sides, which I understand, but it just meant he was behind in tech. And Sork somehow got tier 2 beforehand. I just don't. Wow. I'm not gonna lie, Sork looks like a guy who's definitely possible to win this tournament. Like, this is not looking funny. I know he's playing IG. His secondary in this one is SM, which is hilarious, by the way. But his secondary is SM. So this is not going to be a fun one for any of the players here going up against him. Yeah. GG, man. Sorky takes this one and he moves on. We're gonna see if he's going up against Sikorsky or if he's actually like miraculously going up against H or HNK. We're gonna see. Let's get to the second game. We got another 3 games, guys. This is huge, man. Oh, this is such a good day, bro. This is such a I'm gonna get me some champagne. Be right back, man. All right, guys, with a glass of champagne, I am going to now cast this one. I don't feel drunk whatsoever. It's just a glass, don't worry. It's just a feel good, man. They say don't drink on the job. I don't give a damn. So, in this one, we got Titan's Fall. What the fuck? Why are we playing this one? Okay. Not only is this matchup absolutely trash for Space Marines, we're also playing a trash... Okay, I love this. But yeah, we're playing a trash map. Scouts are... Yeah, this map is not good for SM. I think I've said it several times. However, it's pretty good for Dark Eldar, though, so... I'm not sure why we're playing this map. But what I do love is that HNK is going for this opening here. He's going for 2 plasma generators and then a bunch of Scout Marines. I hope that he's gonna try and harass, because he needs to buy some time, because as soon as a jet bike gets into the space, it's gonna be GG. You can't build anything. You can't secure anything. You can't do anything. Jet bikes are so disgusting in this matchup. Jet bikes are almost unkillable on the side of Space Marines. You have to do some funky stuff. Like, for example, get Assault Marines and then stun with a skull probe. You need to do some weird, wacky stuff. At one point, I'm gonna do this as a tough matchup. It is... I'm not gonna lie, this might be the worst matchup you can ever play. Like, a lot of people will say other matchups, but I'm gonna just tell you right now, this is terrible. I would 9 out of 10 times play against an Eldar player than I would play against the Dark Eldar player. It is such a terrible matchup. It's not even funny. You literally can't do anything in the early game, in my opinion. But maybe HNK is gonna have some fun here. A really good thing you can do in this matchup as SM is try and buy some random time. Just whatever the hell you can buy. Just something. Getting the outer points here, HNK, that's really, really good. He needs a barrack, though. He's gonna upgrade his listening post, but the listening posts are gonna tickle the jet bikes. The jet bikes are not taking anything no damage by SM. They literally have no vehicle low thing, and like anything to handle vehicle low. But I like this by HNK. I think I want to call him HNK. I just feel like it's weird to call him that when it's literally an opposite N there is in his name. But I'm gonna call him HNK. If he's watching right now, I'm sorry, brah. That is what it is. Please tell me if I'm supposed to call you anything else. These scouts are not having a good time, but this is what they're supposed to do. Buy some time. I know it's heavy investment, but if you want to win this matchup as SM, spoiler alert, you don't. But if you want to win this matchup, you need to, and this is literally the only way, you need to buy some time with scouts or ASM or anything. Just to get to tier 2 somehow, and then you are going to go for some Landspeeder Tempest and some Assault Marines. You can't get Landspeeders if you're desperate, like normal Landspeeders. But yeah, at that point you're probably lost anyway. I'm sorry, like I'm supposed to cast this all the way. Not supposed to be a down player here. So Chapel barricading here. By the way, HNK is like playing as well as he can here. He's doing some few mistakes here with the scouts and stuff. But I think he's doing pretty well. Sikorsky has terrible economy because of these scouts just annoying him 24/7. He didn't get to finish this. His relic is completely being bombarded. Look at these jet bikes. They have to take time all the time to actually fight these scouts 24/7. It's the only way to play for HNK. Tier 2 hopefully is getting in here very, very soon. Force Commander in here. Yeah, Force Commander not bad. He's actually pretty decent against the jet bikes. He actually deals decent damage to him. But yeah, tier 2 needs to get in here for HNK. Otherwise, it's not going to be fun. No, he's getting the armory. He will probably get the plasma grenade. Maybe the plasma grenade assault marine build with skull probes. I just think it's too late. Because tier 2 is also coming in for Sikorsky. But we're gonna see. HNK is a better SM player than me for sure. Minefield getting built here. Okay. Yes, H. What the hell is going on? Hello? Hello. Okay, interesting. We're back, guys. But apparently it was, we were freezing out a little bit. Heavy bolter turret, again, not gonna do much. Servitors are getting murdered here, it's not even funny. And then the Force Commander is in here. Actually, the armory got deleted. Yeah, tier 2 is getting in here. HNK realizes that is what you have to do. Okay, good. Skull probes. Let's get him. Which one did he stun? This one. Okay. Yeah, perma-stun this mother effer. I love it. He'll probably kill it, but I'm not even sure if he's gonna do it. Yeah, he's gonna do it. That's great. Nicely done. Otherwise, another skull probe will get in here. Yeah, 2 skull probes will get in here. This is good. This is the way to handle jet bikes somehow. Tier 2 is favored for Space Marines for sure. If they get a good economy into Tier 2, it is very, very much playable. I don't know about this armory. Well, you need it, I guess, for the land speeders for sure. This is what I mean. You need so much in Tier 2 to actually compete with Dark Eldar. And normally you don't get that opportunity. He needs to upgrade this to a missile turret for sure. Force Commander is getting out of his base. I think that is very risky because he's gonna get run down here by these jet bikes here. This is so brutal to watch. One skull probe can stun 1 Reaver jet bike, but can it stun 4? I don't know. Well, I do know, and it's not working out. This listening post is getting destroyed here. Good on Sikorsky. Like, he's definitely playing like a disgusting matchup, but he's doing his dizzle. Oh my god, I said it again. My bad, guys.
6 minutes until taken.
No missile turret is too late here for HNK. He needs land speeders. Are you kidding me? He needs land speeders immediately. Getting vehicle cap. By the way, this might be a problem long term for Sikorsky. We need assault marines though, because Scourges are getting in here. They'll deal easily with the land speeders. If you get the assault marines, they can tie up the Scourges easily. But you also need skull probes still, because you need to stun these Reaver jet bikes. By the way, speaking of these Reaver jet bikes, they're not having fun, but they found a servitor. Come here, boy. Okay, land speeder Tempest is getting in here. As soon as this crack grenade is getting in here, that will be real good. Focusing the 2 Reaver jet bikes, that's very weak. In comes the Scourges. They have the Dark Lances. Get out, H. H, you're not gonna make it. Run, brother. Or fly. Yes. Good. He knows it. He needs assault marines. Yes, this is what you need to do in tier 2. We might get an opportunity here. Okay, servitors are getting murdered.
Victory countdown has begun.
Yeah, these plasma generators are not having a good time. Yes, as you can see here, these assault marines are getting murdered. These land speeders are not gonna cut it because these Scourges are having some fun. It's GG. I'm not gonna lie, HNK made very, very few mistakes and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Well, okay. First of all, I don't know why we're playing Titanfall. Jesus Christ, can we play anything else than Titanfall? I know you're not getting Blood River. I know you're not getting Medium Mines. I know you're not getting Cryptic Arcana. I know you're not getting Quest Triumph. I know you're not getting these, but can we not play Titanfall? Please. I want to say that Space Marines is suffering a lot in this map pool here. There's too many maps, and there's too few really good Space Marine maps. The Space Marine maps that is good for Space Marines are really good, but when there's a lot of maps you have to ban out, it's gonna give good time for Dark Elder to just ban out the few that's really, really good for Space Marines. The very few maps that's going to be hard for Sikorsky. However, thing I will say is this map is not good. This map should not be good. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He agrees with me. He's like, bruh. Why are we playing this map? This map is horrible for Space Marines. Why are we playing? Like, can I just be left in peace? I'm just trying to sleep here. Why is everyone fighting around me? You know? Listen to Mr. Titan here. He's correct. He's completely correct. This is a terrible map. Let's not play this one, HNK. I think that his opening was interesting. I think the ideas that he had was interesting. I just don't F around with it. I think when you're playing this map, you basically have to go Assault Marine Rush. And then Skull Probe Mass. And then murder the jet bikes with Skull Probes. You're still gonna lose probably, but I think that's the best way to go on this map here. I would have understand his opening if it was like, I don't know, like any other map, I feel like. But then again, like, it's Titanfall. I understand why he did the opening. I've definitely seen All Seeing Eye do this against Dark Elder on this map. But whatever, guys. Let's get into game 2. I think it's gonna be tough for HNK. But let's see if you can pull it off. Let's get to game 2. Let's go. Okay, guys. So for the second game, we are playing just as terrible of a map as Titanfall. But I took another glass, and I feel good. I feel like HNK actually has a little bit of a chance. And if he doesn't, it is what it is, man. Terrible, terrible matchup. By the way, what is HNK's secondary race? I would have changed instantly. I would be like, bruh, I'm not playing this one. But hold on, what is it? Okay, I just checked. It's apparently Sisters of Battle. Nah, not much better. But I think that would have been... I don't know. Yeah, I think Sisters is at least a little bit more playable, but if HNK is just way better on Space Marines, then yeah, I understand, mate. Same opening here for Sikorsky. This map is just such a god-awful map to play against Dark Eldar. It's so brutal. Lot of terrain, spread out points, you know what it is. If you're winning the early game, it's also really terrible because Space Marines has no idea which side you're using. Your Mandrakes are easily murdering the Scouts. Or at least the Scouts can't kill the Mandrakes easily, so it's not a fun time. Yes! Let's do it, HNK! So he's opening up with Assault Marines. He's gonna get a bunch of Skull Probes, guys, and then he's gonna have some fun here. I think this is the way to go. This is probably the only way to go. Because this matchup is terrible, and I think Assault Marines is probably the only thing you can play on this map. By the way, I didn't even notice. HNK is like, nah, bruh. I'm gonna go for this outer point here. I'm going to throw down the gauntlet. Okay. Yes, and Sikorsky is not going for this one. Let's see. So we actually had a server tour, and then 3 scouts right after. This very expensive opening here for HNK, but it's fine because he's going for a bunch of listening posts himself anyway. He's gonna have a decent time here. I will say, if you go Assault Marines, I think this map is better for Assault Marines because at least it's not like some big, massive map.
Scouts here. Defending objective.
Yeah, so right now, just trying to distract Dark Eldar as much as you can. Killing some builders, yeah, no, not bad. Gonna focus this plasma generator. Sikorsky is gonna handle that easily, though.
Scouts awaiting orders.
Scouts are actually gonna try and kill these Mandrakes regardless, but I think they should just be running. There's no reason to just keep on. Yeah, this is not gonna work, I'm sorry. But again, just trying to buy time, just buying some kind of time. Problem for HNK is that he can't get the plasma generator, so he cannot go tier 2 right now. This is brutal. This is so brutal. Getting out here with the Assault Marines, okay. Getting back in with the Assault Marines. I like this. This is real good by HNK. He needs to try something. He cannot let jetbikes just get in his base and just murder him. More Assault Marines. Yes.
Area secured.
I am of the opinion that if Dark Eldar is losing this matchup on almost any map, they made a mistake. Like, it's literally impossible to win this map if Space Marines can't. If Space Marine doesn't play their best game and Dark Eldar doesn't do a weird mistake. By the way, this is, speaking of mistakes, this is absolutely god-awful here for HNK. He's not going to survive this whatsoever. Yeah. Planetary raid add-on here. No scope probe either for HNK. He's getting his force commander. That's good. But again, no generators. He's not going to get tier 2 in time. And speaking of tier 2, Sikorsky is getting tier 2. Oh my god. Oh my god, what am I watching? Like, oh my god, I hate this matchup. It's so disgusting. Look at this! I mean, even if I drank a whole champagne a bottle, this wouldn't save it. This wouldn't save it. This is so disgusting to watch. Oh my god. Scouts, try and get away, brah. As soon as tier 2... By the way, this is just child's play right now. Sikorsky, as soon as he gets that upgrade for Reaver Jet Bike's targeting module, yeah, this matchup is terrible. Another generator. It's just too late. Reaver Jet Bikes are just gonna find these servitors. Well, okay, apparently not. But they're just gonna find the servitors and just murder them. Actually going for the decap here, okay. Poison Blades, Demonic Corruption, Reaver Targeting Module. No signs of tier 2 for HNK. You cannot win this without getting tier 2. Reaver Jet Bike going down. As you can see here, Assault Marines are actually dealing decent damage to these Reaver Jet Bikes. That's why a Skull Probe is good if you combine it with the Assault Marines. Oh my god, this is so disgusting. Oh my god, I can't watch. Okay. I mean, even the Mandrakes are like so strong right now that even the Assault Marines are losing to them now. Force Commander single-handedly on the front line. No tier 2 coming in for HNK. Yeah, this was a bloodbath. Gonna try and destroy this Reaver Jet Bike. It's just not helping. It's not gonna do anything. Yeah, I'm just waiting for the GG. I don't know why HNK is still playing. Even Hollow Blood got in here. Not sure where it is. It's here, so we're gonna get Scourges and Witches. Yeah, nothing to be said here. I think HNK literally left the game. No, it's actually jumped out here. He's just trying to valiantly fight it out. Nah. F this one. This is not working out. HNK is just getting obliterated here. There's nothing to be seen, nothing to be watched, nothing. It's just gonna get more and more bad. HNK not even saying GG. This was absolutely disgusting. Oh my god. I mean, oh my god. Sure, we can always say, yeah, HNK, why did you, like, murder, like, throw away your Assault Marines? Why did you do this? Where's the Skull Probes? Like, we could do that all day long. It doesn't matter. This matchup is absolutely god-awful. I think, he didn't get generators fast enough. So I think the only way you can make this work is by going Assault Marines, and then you make sure your Assault Marines are not getting murdered, and you get a bunch of generators. And then you get tier 2, and then you pray to God that you apparently have a Dark Elder player who's not playing, and you have bought enough time to get that tier 2, and then get Landspeeder Tempest with grenade launchers and melter bombs for Space Marines. So yeah, that is the only way to play. Again, everything was against HNK. Terrible matchup, terrible map pull. Everything is not working for Space Marines to this one. But it is what it is, guys. I am so happy about this day, though. This was a little bit of a letdown, but it is what it is, brother. It is what it is. I am so happy we got 3 games. I think we got 3 best of 3. Yeah, we did. And it was only this one, which was kind of like, it is. Yeah, we know. So, whatever, guys. I am so happy we got this one. F all them map hackers. I like when people are playing real Dawn of War. Save Dawn of War, guys. purge Dawn of War for all the map hackers. Shout out to DAOstats to actually ban out these mother effers as much as we can. But please make sure you're actually having good evidence, right? So, guys, thank you guys for watching. Have a good one. You're the best. Peace.